that you can
is
that
healthy.
you spend on doing things such as sitting in the corner.
Yes, completely disregard your girlfriend. Volleyball is for
Relationships
plebs.
are unnecessary. You can replace
Yeah.
those with dating sims.
Yes, exactly.
Don't
Don't
need tabletop games. Yeah.
And then she
Listen.
gains sentience.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't want to. Never mind. Okay, but let's
trying
just
to
say there
sell
was
my
a story
character.
about a particular person whose AI girlfriend ended up causing him harm. So
Oh, there's a lot of those.
Yeah.
I don't
There's gonna be
intend to
more.
replace my relationship
That's
with
what
an
we
AI.
start the recording on. Very good.
Hey,
Oh man, I
Perfect.
was already questioning whether or not I should even bring it up.
Oh.
But now I really shouldn't have. Don't look it up. It's really bad. Okay, just don't get an AI girlfriend.
All right. So I don't
play
think any.
Doki Doki Literature Club though.
Does anybody feel like they need a
Okay.
recap, or you guys think you're pretty good?
We're down in the mines where the children should be.
That's right.
It's a
Yeah.
stake, I think.
That's why we play
And we're
Frostpunk.
about
It's why
to
we
go
play
through-
Pokemon.
Oh
Yeah.
wait, yeah. We're looking for the tools so that
Correct.
we can get near the hydraulics.
Yeah,
but not
you're
fix
you're
them.
you're looking for vent calipers, which are going to let you open the vents to help get the gas out.
Yep.
And
We're supposed to. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
yeah, you're good. Want to go ahead? I'll let you recap.
Yeah, so we have to. Well, I wasn't even reading anything. I just have like some of my notes here. So we have to cut left at the turn and get to shaft 1, and then the toolkit's gonna be around where it opens up, and then we have to return the toolkit to him. Or no, we have to use the toolkit to open some of the vents, but not touch the like big hydraulic machinery. Because the gym leader is going to handle that, and I can't remember his name for some reason.
Henry.
But I remember him being Henry, yes, extremely lovable Henry, with his little baby girls and his sweet wife, and their
and
willingness to give
his
us health
terrifying
potions.
Pokemon.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Well, that one isn't going to be the Rhyperior will not be used in the gym battle because it's like his babysitter Pokemon.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're going deeper into the mines.
I wonder
So-
if he would let us like gang up on his Rhyperior in like a friendly battle. Just see if like, all 4 of us could take it down as a block.
I don't think that would work because I feel like the way that since attack and defense is literally just like straight subtraction,
yeah.
It's linear.
it's gonna be
Just
similar
control
to like
turns.
in the Pokemon games where like you have an underleveled Pokemon and even with type advantage, it's like, oh wow, I removed a pixel from its health.
Yeah.
You know?
You're just
Fair
get,
enough.
just getting swept by the level 50 Rhyperior.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I don't think that's gonna
But you could ask.
because I don't think action economy would be quite as OP as it is in like D&D.
I'm just picturing like he only has ground moves, and so Calamari is just like taking 1 HP for like 300 turns.
Isn't Rhyperior like rock type though?
I think rock ground, yeah.
Yep, rock ground. All the
There's
all the Gen 1 rocks are also ground types. Kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay,
And it kind of just makes them worse.
it does. But I kind of love that. Rock type was kind of designed to be like the raid boss type initially.
Oh.
Like it was supposed to be very, very hard in the beginning. Like Onyx, like is just
Oh yeah.
unbelievable defensive stat stick that just falls off really, really hard later. All right, so I'll go ahead and put you guys on the map. I think you already covered it pretty well. It's Descent, I believe. Okay. Oh, before we get really started, let's do time checks really quick here. How are we all looking in terms of time?
12:30 still good for me.
12:30.
Yeah.
So the usual.
Okay, so okay, sure. So about 2.5 hours. I'm feeling pretty tired. I may cut it off before then. We'll see. We'll play it by ear.
One other thing worthy of note is that if you haven't spent your like D20 to search for something once in the dungeon, then we still have that at our disposal to like basically search for loot once per dungeon.
Yeah.
Very true. All right,
I'll
let me get
wait till I stand the best chance of getting tools.
those cool acoustic guitars back.
Dude, if I get Pokey tools and we're able to make it to the Apricorn Festival, I can just start cranking out Apricorn balls and make us a bunch of money.
Well, I mean, honestly, the way that literally everyone in my party, like, or not, I don't know, I said my party. Like, almost everyone is, like, out of Pokeballs. Like, I'm the only one who seems to be, like, hoarding them. So, and then I have to keep giving them to y'all because y'all run out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
Pokeballs. I'm just saving.
Same
them.
with my candy. I keep buying things and it's like, oh, I'm gonna starve. All right, fine, have some candy.
Okay, so we're gonna enter a little bit of narrative play here for a second. You guys have reached the end of this kind of long tunnel with steady declines every few meters. You've reached the bottom. It's the point that you can't. There's enough of like a bit of an angle here you can see, like draw like a ruler from where you guys are to like the entrance. You can't quite do it. All light that was part of the previous chambers, any large light sources like lamps or anything that was left behind by miners are no longer helping you. It's just these like filament strips of probably some kind of chemical light running along the tunnels, just enough to kind of like make sure you don't hit the walls, not enough to really like illuminate a lot. You leave the snoring golem behind, and you soon find yourselves at a crossroads. It's more than just a T. You appear to have reached a cross section in the mine where it veers off in about 5 directions. Kind of almost angled in a like a semi like clock-like fashion where you guys are at the 6 o'clock position, and then the different shafts are ranging from 9 o'clock to your 3 o'clock. How would you guys like to encounter these crossroads? What would you guys like to do here?
Well, we're supposed to go down shaft 1. He said cut left at the turn. Are the shafts labeled?
Good question. You want to roll me some kind of analysis or perception check? I believe it's perception in this game.
Can I aid?
Sure. I will let you roll a perception check, and if you succeed, I'll give the little girl a little bit of a bonus here.
Well, the little girl only got an 8. 8 and 9.
Sure. I mean that's honestly not awful for amateur trainers. So, yeah. Mako kind of guiding Amber around a little bit. You split up briefly, flashlights flickering over the surrounding area. You note that there's a fair bit of dust in the air. Additionally, this is something you noted in the corridor down here as well. But it appears that rocks have been falling a lot. There's a lot of kind of unsturdiness to the general area. And it turns out that the signpost that you presume would have pointed you in the correct direction has been buried under rubble. You can just barely make out the metallic bottom of it, sticking out from a pile of soil and rock. It's possible to unbury it, or otherwise glean the direction you're supposed to take. Henry pointed you in the left direction, but kind of in that arc, there's 2 tunnels.
Okay. Well, I will attempt to use ample to unbury it, kind of like we tried to do with the other rock
Okay.
when we were getting up the red shard, I believe.
Sure. So in that case, Ample was assisting somebody else. Ample doesn't have the move dig, right?
Okay.
Does Ample have anything else?
So he has a burrow capability.
Right. Exactly.
Which was what he was attempting to use.
Right. So
that's
good. That's good for locomotion, and it's good in kind of pinches, but it's not good enough to excavate this, I would say.
Okay.
We could give a shovel to Vigo and have Ample assist Vigo.
Vigo already has a shovel. Look at that. Can I ping this? I don't know how to ping this.
Mako suggests giving a shovel to Vigo as you guys all look over to Vigo, and Vigo already has a shovel clinched very tightly in his outstretched hand, like just waiting for an excuse.
Yeah, he's waiting for a fossil to show up so he can dig it out.
Exactly. Awesome. Have the Ample burrow in there and try to loosen up some of the soil. We'll go ahead and have the Ample roll in athletics, and then we'll have Vigo roll one after.
That was acrobatics, not athletics. My bad. Wow, I rolled 2 nat ones. That's crazy.
Yeah. The Ample dives into the pile and bonks its head on a rock. Just rolling around, with its tiny little white legs clinched to its head as you see a red welt begin to appear.
No, I try and comfort it. Oh, the poor baby. No, it's okay. You tried your best, okay? Right.
As Vigo the machine has begun his excavation, go ahead and roll that.
Let's go. Do I get any bonuses?
No.
Good.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, dude, he stole all the luck. Oh my word.
You don't need no stinking bug. So, with that 20, I think that's the first 20 we've seen from any roll yet.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, in a few short moments, Vigo just cracking through brittle stone, excavating soil into a massive pile next to one of the tunnels. In a few short moments, you have uncovered the long pole-like signpost, whose bioluminescent glyphs written on its various facets still indicate the directions. However, what orientation it was supposed to be at is unclear. Might be some other checks are needed here. To clarify, the bottom of the pole is no longer anchored to the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's broken free. All right.
Okay, well, can we see, do we see any place where it looks like the pole used to be? Like, if it's snapped in half, can we see maybe where the bottom is, and then try and, like, put the pieces back together? Or, alternatively, like, if it's pulled up out of the ground entirely, can we maybe determine the spot where it was pulled up from?
I would like somebody to roll Guile here.
Guile?
To try and be clever enough to figure out where this was originally.
Oh, that's fun.
3 in it.
It's just a default too, so take it, man.
All right.
Nice.
Ooh, not bad. Yeah.
Absolutely. Mako glances around, sifting over the top layer of soil. It seems all the dust that was stirred up in the recent excavation efforts from Vigo might have covered a small cylindrical hole located near the center, where a signpost would intuitively be. You find a small divot that would indicate an irregularity in the bottom of the post. You feel around the bottom of the pole and recognize that this small divot would seem to indicate the 12 o'clock position on the pole. You have your information. Perhaps you and Vigo right the pole, situate it correctly, and you quickly identify that shaft 1, for whatever reason, is not the tunnel on the far left, but the one second from the left. You don't know why this would be.
And it was older.
Maybe they were computer scientists.
In fact,
starting with 0.
In fact, as you examine it, there appears to be only 4 shafts listed on the pole.
So the poll's just out of date. It's still data.
Who knows? So, what's next?
Okay, cool. Well, assuming we don't intend to detour, then I assume we go straight to shaft 1.
Okay. Also, I haven't heard from Christine in a minute. Are you still here, Christine?
Yeah, I'm here. I was just dealing with something. I'm sorry.
Okay, no, you're good. I just don't think I heard much from you. Any input here? There's one more shaft than apparently the poll indicates there should be.
I'll be very honest. The thing I was dealing with was detracting my attention.
Okay.
I know that we were looking to.
Yep. So I'll recap real quick for you. You're at a crossroads. There's 5 tunnels, kind of ranging in an arc, kind of from your 9 o'clock position to your 3 o'clock position from you. Vigo just managed to excavate the signpost, and then Mako figured out the orientation that the signpost was supposed to be at. And you figured out which shaft is shaft 1. But the signpost makes no mention of the shaft on your far left, which otherwise might have been the tunnel you guys went down.
So you're referring to the tunnel that we went down as this one, right?
No, so this is currently narrative play. You're not on any map. You went on from this map, and now you're at a crossroads.
Oh, I understand.
Mm-hmm.
I figured we were sitting at this hole right here.
No, you're good. You're good. I'll get you on a map pretty soon after this bit of narrative play is done.
Okay. Does the other hole look as if it has been drilled, or does it look as if it has been dug using Pokemon means, like Pokemon powers?
Go ahead and roll me your choice of Pokemon education or perception here.
Can I roll Poke Education to assist her?
I'll let Elaine take this one because you've already done a fair bit here.
Fair enough.
We can assume Elaine was maybe doing this while the rest of you were writing the sign.
So Pokemon education or what?
Perception.
Both are 3, so I guess it doesn't matter.
Okay, your choice.
Wish me luck. Wee.
Slightly different results. 6. Okay. With a 6, you determine that this doesn't appear to have been drilled by synthetic means. You can only assume a Pokemon dug this, but you don't know which one. It's quite large. It's about the size for three men walk side by side each other, and it's reasonably tall, maybe 8 or 9 feet tall.
It's an onyx. Either that or a family of Douglets and Dugtrios.
Yeah, I was about to say it might be a Doug trio.
Douglets. If
all them Douglets digging around.
Yeah, if a man named Doug had some children, that would be a good name for them.
Hi, my name's Doug, and these are my Douglets.
It's the Douglets. All right. What's it gonna be, guys? Take in shaft 1.
Elaine points out that this one does not look like it's been man-made. Do we want to give this a chance? So, the next question is: does it line up next to what are they called? Something 1.
Say what? One more time.
Shaft 1. Does this dug hole by Pokemon, an unknown Pokemon, does it align itself with shaft 1?
When you say align, do you mean to say does it intersect or run parallel?
Parallel, perpendicular, like how close is it to
shaft 1? So this is running off in like the 3 o'clock direction, or sorry, 9 o'clock position, right? On the clock face.
So
the shaft, shaft 1 is running off kind of to your 10 or 11 o'clock. Okay.
So they're really close.
Yes, but running at separate angles. They're probably not going to intersect if they continue at their current direction.
Yeah, but this is a Pokemon. It might be taking a separate route for a different reason.
It's possible.
And then possibly intersecting with Route 1 or Lane 1. Shaft 1. I keep calling it other things.
Route 1?
Hole 1.
You were on Route 1. Hole 1, yeah.
Hole 1.
No, this is Hole 1. Okay.
Yeah, I would say with Can I roll like an intuition to see, like, just to trust my gut to see if we should go down that lane or not?
Sure. Just get a vibe check.
A random vibe check on this hole.
Okay, and you're rolling this on what? Shaft 1 or the Pokemon made hole?
Pokemon made hole.
Yeah. You're getting spooky vibes.
Oh, spooky.
First off, there's no lights down here. That's something you guys probably would have picked up on if you had gone down this way, but there's no chemical lights. In general, you just kind of get a foreboding feeling. Nothing concrete. That's what intuition does for you.
Gotcha. Maybe there's ghost Pokemon down here.
I mean, it might be something cool.
Could be something cool.
It could be, or something deadly.
I mean, it might
that
be
has
something
also
cool,
been.
though.
Thanks for the vibe check, Isaac. Well, everything that has been told to me via Elaine, Elaine will now announce. That one's creepy, but maybe it'll lead to something. It might intersect with Shaft 1. Do we want to go on an adventure, or do we want to take the safe route?
I mean, Henry wants us to help, and I don't want to, just go exploring when people need help.
True, but this might lead to why bad things happened. Maybe this Pokemon is the reason why bad things happened. But I guess you're right. I guess we should probably look for that toolkit first, and then we'll do our investigations later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are
Alright.
they cutting out?
I think you're alright.
No, I just thought it was funny. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
you're good.
Okay, got it.
Just like a quick glance down that first tunnel. Since this has been dug by a Pokemon, it's
Yeah.
less likely to be picked over. There's no fossils in the entrance, yeah.
Good point, Vigo. Roll me perception check.
Whoa.
Okay.
It's dark down there, and your flashlights don't reach very far, but at least in the entrance that you can see, there isn't anything that resembles a fossil that you can see. But with that perception, you do notice, like, the earth is very much, like, tilled, unturned, unprocessed. The floor isn't well carved, like you kind of expected of the mine so far. Yeah, this has all the hallmarks of, like, potential, like, fresh or material deposit, if you chose to go down this way.
Yeah, so, Vigo thinks we should go this way.
How do you communicate that, just for fun?
Honestly, I think Vigo just start walking down that tunnel.
Oh no.
See if anybody stops you.
Because this is he is too hyper focused on finding fossils right now to really consider the implications of his actions. So.
Oh no. Vigo, I thought we were gonna go down Shaft 1. Where are you going?
Yeah, but there might be stuff down here.
I know, but we were gonna help Henry, right?
Oh yeah,
we
you're
can
right.
come back for the stuff.
Turns around and goes back with the rest of the party.
Whew.
Amber
Price is
trying to
right.
keep him in line.
Your disappointment is immeasurable, and your day is ruined as you glance morosely back at the untamed tunnel behind you. You think
Surely we can just come back.
you think you feel the air rumble a little bit as you walk back towards the party.
I want to go in there. I really want to go in there.
I also, as a player, want to go in there, but I just think we should like get the main quest done and then come back, so that we're not like cooked and then can't complete the main quest.
Bold of you to assume
I
we can
think-
go back in an Austin dungeon.
I know, but I just, I don't know.
It would be kind of nice if we could go back and get our goodies.
Back-
I'm just saying.
Backtracking is something I want you guys to be able to do. But
Okay.
It's
Are you going to be able to exercise the patience and being able to let us do that? Because we are very thorough.
it's with the caveat of, you have to spend resources. Like, there's potentially encounters and that kind of thing, right?
The other thing is too is my Pokemon are just gonna suck down here. So like I've only got so much to give.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does ground resist
I
bugs?
got an ice type and a flying type. A bug is super effective against ground.
It's pretty good.
Bug is super effective against ground.
Yeah. It's one of like
Caleb's
three
world
things.
just turned upside down.
I also had a hard time remembering that because I was birthed on Gen 1, and all of the ground types I felt like were also rock, and rock is is resistant, so it just breaks neutral half the time.
Oh, never mind. No, it's not.
Oh no, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
I didn't
okay,
think it was.
resists
That's
ground,
why.
but it's not super effective.
Oh, it resists
Yeah,
ground.
Yeah.
That's cool. It resists ground.
Yeah, that's why I was like, wait, dude, my Pokemon are goaded all of a sudden. But I really thought that I was just gonna get cooked by the fire types.
Yeah. So of
and
all the,
just
so you resist one of the types in the area and are weak to the other. Okay.
Yeah.
So shaft 1.
Shaft 1,
Yeah.
yes.
That's
Okay.
Ice. That's I got that backwards.
Okay. You guys begin walking down this tunnel. Probably 2 minutes pass by. The chemical lighting, kind of leading you along the way as your flashlights have a couple of close calls where they flicker, kind of insidiously as Mako shows you the old percussive maintenance trick and just slaps the flashlight heads on the headlamps a couple of times, and they start working again. Again, about 3 minutes down the tunnel, you spy what you think is probably one of the vents that Henry was talking about. This is a large, kind of vertically oriented grate midway up the wall on your right, as you pass by shaft 1. Pass into shaft 1, I should say. The panels of the grate are segmented, and they almost look like armor plates. The way they look so like reinforced and thick. No wonder you need specialized tools to open these. On the walls, it appears to be bolted in with massive, like, industrial scale hardware, and probably also welded to the wall, judging by the burn marks. Next to the vent, you see, in slightly scuffed, glowing, kind of like a greenish paint, S1V1.
Okay, S1V1.
Alright. Continue, or stay a minute?
I wonder what the S stands for. I get the V is probably vent 1.
Yeah.
Maybe S is south? I don't know.
It'd be shaft, yeah.
Oh, shaft. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not actually a whole lot.
So he was asking us to go into the vents in Shaft 1, correct?
Open them
we're supposed to
specifically.
fix them after we get the tools.
Don't we?
Henry
We don't
says
have
you
a
need the
way-
tools, but where there is a will, there may be a way, and a shovel.
Because Mako has
Oh, yeah.
technology education, unlike the
Well-
rest of us.
Mako, tell us what must be done.
Yeah, I mean, you want me to roll Tech Edge?
What is
Prophesy.
yours? I'm just curious.
Oh, it's rank 4.
Oh, nice.
Beautiful. Pretty good, yeah. Yeah, you determine this is an industrial compression vent, used during high-stress situations, mainly in mines, but also in other military compounds. You know that there's a few of these stress vents actually located in the massive hydroelectric dam in Nimbus City. You thought they looked kind of familiar. Of course, those are designed to be liquid tight. You don't think this one is. However, this thing is designed to withstand massive kinetic and kind of generally regulate gas pressure. It's going to be tough to open. But once you get it open some of the way, it'll get a lot easier from there because the pressure will stop, kind of keeping it in place.
Okay. Yeah, last session I didn't even put together. I was like, oh, technology. I didn't even realize that it was like hydraulic technology, which would be Nimbus City's specialty.
Yep, exactly.
Which makes it a little more sad that he's not going to let me help work on it.
I don't know if you want to work on it, buddy.
That
might be level 50 gym leader stuff. You don't know. All right.
So, did he give us any indication where the calipers would be?
In the cavern at the cavern at the end of Shaft 1. So to finish this off with your 16 in education, you're going to need a very significant trauma to this vent before you will be able to open it. You will need to deal at least 50 damage to it in one attack. And then you will need an athletics check of at least 20 in order to open it. Potentially doable, but hard.
And that's with the calipers, or if we
without the calipers. This is just what you can like. How could I force this open?
Oh, okay. So the calipers are the way we get around that.
Yeah, the calipers are the intended method to open the vents.
Cool. I will just start nerding out about the vents and like it's gonna eventually sort of devolve into a conversation about basically like in space no one can hear you scream, and he's just gonna go off on tangent after tangent until someone shuts him up.
He's still talking,
That's
guys.
why we need the calipers.
Yeah, exactly.
Elaine is just listening enthralled. She has no idea what he's saying, but he seems to enjoy what he's doing.
Aw.
Amber doesn't seem to be paying attention at all. She's just kind of off in her own little world, just looking around.
I wonder
Probably in
if
the fact
Apple's
that she's
gonna
not
be
starving.
okay after hitting his head like that.
Oh, I definitely put
Inner
Ample
thought.
back in the Pokeball for the time being to
Sure.
A, let him rest up a little bit, but because B, I have the thing where I can throw him out and get a better initiative anyways.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Whoop. Pull. Meow. Into the Pokeball. All right. Anything else?
Well, I guess we better go find the wherever they stashed the calipers.
Sure. Whatever those are.
And then he will immediately launch into, well, you see, the calipers, they do this, and they're originally designed to do this, and this is what they do in Nimbus City.
Yeah. Well, you know. So caliper is an interesting word. It can mean a couple different things. All of them are usually talking about tools. Traditionally, calipers are used to measure the linear dimensions of an object. You can think of them as they almost. It's the thing that almost looks like a wrench, and then it has two almost looks like teeth on it that you can either compress or retract, and it tells you the measurement between the two teeth.
And there's fancy ones with a digital screen, and it goes down to the nanometer.
Yeah. You're not exactly sure what these calipers are supposed to do to this event. All right. So continuing on. Actually, sure. Because you were particularly involved, Amber, go and roll me a perception check here.
Sure, yeah. This is her, like, one in focus coming to fruition of just not being able to pay attention to these long spiels.
Yeah. You, as you kind of lean down to put Amber up and kind of pet it a little bit, you feel a slight tremor running through the ground that the rest of your people don't seem to notice. It's not crazy, and it passes just as quickly as it came on.
Oh, the ground's kind of shaky here, huh?
All right.
Can
And
I?
she'll just
Yeah.
be off in her own little world again.
Fair enough.
Can I roll Poke Education to see if there are any Pokemon that tend to like just burrow through the ground like sandworms? And if they would be of particular hazard to us?
I don't know that it was there. Unless that was communicated?
I think Elaine reported everything she observed about the main tunnel or the other Pokemon tunnel. Sure. I will say because a Pokemon education check has already been made regarding this topic, it will be a higher DC. But you can try it.
Okay.
Okay. There's a number of Pokemon spring to mind native to Animos. The first and most obvious choice, of course, is an Onix. Big, huge rock snake creatures. It could be a Rhyhorn or a Rhydon. Rhydon probably the more likely of the two, judging by the size of the tunnel. They drill. It could be the Onix is much, much larger and scarier cousin Steelix, which you deeply hope is not the case. And it's possible that a colony of animals could have also made a tunnel that large for one purpose or another.
You know, Henry did have a Rhyperior earlier. Maybe that's him. Maybe that's him shaking the tunnels.
Yeah, I wondered. I also, I guess my main question was more, do I have any sense of how dangerous they'll be? Like, obviously, they could just be tunneling
Sure.
to catch us.
If
they get territorial.
If there's something that could have made that tunnel, if you make them angry, it will not be good for you. Because whatever it is powerful enough to have made a tunnel that big, whether it's a bunch of Pokemon or one big Pokemon.
Right.
In other words, you will be the hole.
You will be the hole.
Yeah. I just don't know how hard it is to make a Pokemon angry.
Yeah. So that's a good question. It generally what you would expect to be a predator is territorial. If you're coming up on like a Pokemon nesting grounds, they can be territorial. If you want to think of like animal to Pokemon, I know that's not always easy. But if you want to use like the animal analog to whatever it is you're thinking about, if that animal is aggressive or territorial to humans when they get close, chances are that Pokemon will be too. Onix, you would know with your 14, not a particularly well-tempered creature. That is if you can get one angry. A lot of times, stuff is just too small for it to care about.
I will keep that in mind.
I will say if there is one continuous thought, or actually, I guess obviously Amber does care about Henry and the mission. But if there is a second continuous thought in the back of Amber's mind, it's looking out for moving pebbles that may or may not be a Dwebble. So.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. Anyways.
You're good. So I'm going to go ahead and get you guys situated on the next map here as you guys venture down Shaft 1 for what seems like 20 minutes or so. You guys are used to walking for long periods of time during the day. Sort of a qualifier for being a Pokemon trainer. However, this is a little bit tricky. The terrain isn't helpful. It's dark in places. Sometimes you trip, especially Elaine. And in general, it's not a very hospitable area. However, hey, it's no longer cold.
Hey!
It appears to be getting a little bit warmer. As one time Elaine stumbles, and you're sure she's going to bowl over, and she doesn't. You see her do a little fist pump to herself. So I'll go ahead and put you on the new map here. And we will be using the turn order for this. And you're going to be moving on your turn, not freeform. Because there's different things I could be resolving here in the environment. I want to be able to do so without anything else happening.
Oh.
So
For the record, then, I am still, holding my side up. Just kind of, hugging him to my chest. And
sure.
as will
Would you like to put this
I
Psyduck
believe-
on the map as well, since he's out?
Yes.
So just so we can remember that. I'm assuming the Geodude is out as well, since he's on the map.
Yes.
Okay.
He's out.
Yo.
Dude.
I so far have not been able to. And just
Dude.
Dude.
throughout the
That is his nickname. I nicknamed him Dude.
I just thought that was hilarious, that one little thing we had with him.
Hey, new token.
yeah, I cannot drag Psyduck onto Battlefield though, unless it's just taking longer to load.
I love the idea that you're like Psyduck, and then like your character like freezes halfway through like throwing the Pokeball,
Yeah.
and like we're just all like wondering like what is he gonna throw it or like.
Maybe Mako had a glitch. He was talking
Yeah.
about Mako's
Exactly.
mechanics earlier.
While we were walking, before we get into turn order, in like once his ranting died down, he'll be like, Psyduck, I think I finally have a name for you.
Shy.
How about Ludwig? I can call you Wig for short.
Jack. He scratches his little tuft of black hair a little bit. Jack. You assume the Psyduck accepts the name without any any trauma or complaint.
I will just hug him and mush my face into him and just. And I don't know why it won't let me add
Tauntaun,
Psyduck.
What do you want from me?
the pictures for my watch me forget what it was called. Paris is gone. Also, I noticed the picture for Spectacle is gone too. It's broken. And Pudge, why are these broken?
Huh. You're right.
But no,
Pudge
Uh,
is dead.
Okay,
Pudge died.
give me a sec. I'll re-add them. So your Paris is
Yeah,
I-
the image from my Paris is gone. Also,
Try-
the bean grill.
try dragging it. See what happens.
What do you mean dragging?
Like-
put it
like-
on the.
Yeah, put it
On
on.
the map?
Try to
Pudge.
put it on the map and see what happens.
Yeah, I've been trying to do that for the. Oh, there it is. No,
Oh,
wait,
there it is,
that's
he's
not me.
angry.
Yeah,
That's not
that,
me.
okay. It works for Spectacle, even though it's not showing up on the thing.
Yeah. So what happened
The
was
token works, but the avatar doesn't.
right. So what happened is I realized that the avatar and the tokens were taking up two separate slots on the cloud. It was effectively doubling the amount of data I was using. So I decided to cut down and just do the tokens instead of the avatars.
Oh.
If your token isn't working, I can replace the token, but I'd rather not use the avatar.
Yeah, that's probably what's gonna have to happen.
Valid.
Yeah, I can't
Okay,
even.
cool.
I can't drop Ruby
Okay.
onto the map.
Let me see if I can drop Ruby. Okay, I can't do that, so let me reset the token real quick. Yeah, it seems like the token was broken too. All right, so
There he is.
Oh
Or
no.
she. Alright.
Really is a testament to, given how many things, like how many campaigns you have, it really is a testament to the fact that you're just using the free version of Roll20.
Yeah, I've been thinking about moving over to Foundry.
Mhm.
Be a bit of work, but I think it'd probably be ultimately worth it.
I could
There you
potentially
go.
help with
Yay.
some grunt work on that.
Yeah, man.
She's
That's
pretty
important.
again.
Let me know. I'd be happy to indoctrinate you. Yeah. Oh yeah, I did replace Spectacle's token with the Angry Spectacle version.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
I can't actually seem to open that character sheet anymore, so I think I scuffed it whenever I removed the avatar.
Okay. Should be in
I can
player
like open it, but it's just not showing me any of the details for it.
in
anymore,
player's
which is
journal
weird.
can be
So-
edited and controlled by Are you in character sheet or bio and info? Can you edit? Top right?
It will let me get to. Okay, sorry. Oh, this is picking up. There we go. We're good. Ooh. No, that was good. Okay,
Oh.
spectacle. Yeah, so it'll let me edit and get to the avatar and the default token section.
Okay.
Or go back to like the main screen, but the main screen just shows up as completely black. Maybe I just need to reload my page.
That's probably the best thing to do, and then I will, if that doesn't work, I'll revoke your privileges on Spectacle and give them back to you.
Cool. That's fine. And honestly, I was planning to use the other ones now that the rules have changed, so it's not the end of the world.
Okay.
But
and, yeah, Spectacle is still the
leave
nuclear
it.
option. If you just need a big mushroom crab to go in there.
Okay, there we go. It's working now.
Awesome.
My rival has stopped existing. I can't see him no more.
Your rival has stopped existing. Oh no.
Yeah, look, it's just he got broken JPEG'd.
He got
Oh, no.
nerfed.
He should be in Rivals. Is he not in there?
Yeah,
His-
but like
his
the
image is
gone.
Okay. His tokens.
Delete
His
this too?
his token works. Yeah. That's probably what happened. Well, don't worry too much about it.
Can I pull him onto the
All right.
map? No, I can't.
That
Okay.
would be funny.
I summon you, Mr. Ike. comes out of the Pokeball.
Oh, what?
Mr.
I
Ike.
thought that was illegal.
All right. So, everybody, about where they want to be, and this is Paris. This Paris should be next to Elaine. If you want, did you want Paris out right now, or do you want Geodude out right now, or both?
I'm allowed to have both out.
You can have 2 Pokemon active at once. I think that's the most that you can realistically control with the action economy.
Hmm.
Initiative doesn't work. Is that what you said?
Yeah, it uses some weird calculation.
Oh,
think it's
I was
rolling
just-
something.
I was just doing that so I could put it on the.
I love his initiative is 10.2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, that's what I'm saying. Is when you press the button, it
What?
puts in that.
What in the world? I glanced
I don't-
over at the Mozilla Firefox stream window, and there's like 80,000 Psyducks. I need to reload this.
They might
That's
be on the
hilarious.
GM layer.
They are not. The spectator is not on the GM layer. Otherwise, you guys would be seeing a lot of stuff you're not supposed to.
The spectator can see things we can't.
Oh yeah, I added the profile picture as the token myself, but before that I had just been dragging it like 10 times. To
That
no avail.
that may explain it.
And when you
So-
get the chance, Austin?
This has not appeared for the GM, so let me reload on my main picture. Yeah, what do you need, Christine?
I don't want Ruby out.
Okay.
I would want Jolly out though instead, if I'm allowed to have 2.
Oh, I'll roll 20. You're so good at being bad.
It's
So
so
I-
quirky.
So
and
I
fun.
can't delete the Psyducks. It's not possible. Can you guys delete the Psyducks?
I don't even see them.
Yeah. I can
Yeah.
see
Nobody but the spectator sees the Psyducks.
Yeah.
What is going on? This
I'm
is
sure.
Spectators having schizophrenia.
this is so bizarre.
This is what happens when Psyduck uses confusion on the GM.
What if I
The spectator.
draw boxes and hit delete on things I can't see?
That's what I was trying to do.
Ah!
Was,
Oh no!
Oh no!
Yeah, so I just grabbed all around us and tried to delete anything that was there. I don't know if that was successful or not. I assume not.
I don't think we'd be able to interact with the Psyducks since they.
I don't assume so. I think you're right.
So Mako, can you box the area to the left of your token and just spam delete?
Did that do anything?
Keep going. Do a few more. No, it's not working. Okay.
Why don't we all
the
move our stuff to like?
the spectator is just it's just borked. So
Oh, okay.
we'll deal with the Psyduck Swarm. The Psyduck Swarm will be a permanent fixture on the spectators' observation of this map. All right. When you guys watch through, you're gonna love this. All right. So all right. So at least none of the players are actively bothered by this. So yeah, put everybody back. Everybody has their Pokemon out.
We have been
All your
removed from the turn order when we accidentally deleted them.
Oh, okay.
Just
All right.
heads up.
Here, I'll delete everybody else, and you guys can just
No.
just replace your stuff. You don't want Ruby, right? No Ruby.
I do not want Ruby on there.
Bad
but I
Ruby.
do want
Go away.
Jolly Holly.
You want your Hatna.
No.
Who's Jolly Holly? Who is it? Sentret?
A Sentret.
Got it.
And I can't put it on the map. It won't let me drop. Maybe this is why we have a Psyduck Swarm.
Every time
Oh.
Yeah. If it doesn't work, don't spam it, please.
I've only done it twice.
All right. There we go.
Alright, cool.
I don't know why it didn't work for you. It works fine for me. Okay. All right. Is the Geodude still out?
Yes.
Okay.
I was just imagining when you were saying that I can't believe it didn't work for you. It worked for me. You were just like the Gale voice line from BG3. I
Yeah,
have the magic touch.
he does. All right. So yeah, you guys emerged from the right hand side of this cavern after walking for about 25 minutes total, emerging out into a large open cavern. Again, these chemical filaments running along the walls in certain places, but not everywhere. Flashlights are still going to be useful here. So we'll go and do a roll call. Who has a flashlight?
Me.
You?
Me.
Anybody else have a source of light? Guys. Friends.
There should be true flashlights.
I know there's
I
a
have that.
there's a headlamp.
Makeshift.
Headlamp.
Yeah, I have the
Okay.
headlamp.
So we have Maka and we have Elaine with 2 light sources. Unless somebody else has something else. So keep that in mind when using when doing observation checks and looking for stuff and looking around. So yeah, glancing through the room, you vaguely make out the impression of a large, almost like cyclopean monolith in the center of the cavern in front of you. Appears there's an incline to the north of you, bits of rock everywhere, and what appear to be more craters in places. Additionally, you make out the glint because you have a little flashlight. You make out the glint of what appears to be some kind of bluish crystal in the distance.
Ooh.
All right. So we're gonna go ahead and just use the trainers for the initiative to keep it nice and simple. You're not moving the Pokemon separately. I'll remove the Pokemon from the initiative order just for now. We'll re-add them if combat happens.
Cool.
So starting with Vigo. Vigo, where would you like to go, sir?
Vigo's gonna ask for the headlamp from Mako. So he can look around.
Does my phone have a flashlight on it? My smartphone?
I'm gonna say no, just because I don't. Did you pay for the smartphone as part of your Pokemon gear?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna say its functionality is pretty limited. Unfortunately,
Alright, fair
it's
enough.
mostly flavor. What maybe if you get a new smartphone or you get like a plan on the smartphone, the flashlight comes with the plan.
What in the world?
Fair enough. I don't feel like watching ads. They don't load down here.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll be like, you can have the lamp, but can we go check out that blue crystal first? I think that might be blue shards. I can really use those.
Where was the crystal? Over there. Yeah, sure. We can do that.
Psyduck Swarm. All right.
I'm so sorry. That was me,
Looking
by the
for
way.
it in the
I
setup.
apologize. I really didn't understand
No,
why I
it's
couldn't
fine.
see the Psyduck. I kept putting it on the map.
No worries.
But at least now we have a Psyduck family.
No trainer could ask for more.
Okay,
Honestly.
so are we limiting movement here, or is the... Yeah, are we just-
Normal initiative mechanics. You're moving. Aside from movement, I'm not going to limit your actions too much as long as they're pretty reasonable within your turn. We're still narrative. We're binding movement because things can happen when you move certain places. Okay.
Okay. Something.
And the capabilities, like I have 5 overland. Does that mean 5 squares?
Yep.
Nope.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see.
Oh, perfect.
Guess just
Yeah.
look around a little.
Yep. You approach the crater here. This appears deeper than the one upstairs, where you came from, the first cavern. You would assume larger meteorite, perhaps, or at least sharper. Anything else?
Nah, I don't think so.
Okay. Amber?
Amber doesn't have a light source, so she's gonna intend to stick with the lane.
Okay. If you'd like, I'll just drop your initiative to 8 for the purposes of this narration, just so because you're following Elaine.
Sure.
Mako.
In fact, Elaine's going to lock arms with you because she doesn't like the dark.
I also, yeah, that was like a critical oversight that an 8-year-old would make, was not bringing a flashlight. So I intentionally did not.
Okay. Awesome. Mako, why don't you roll me a perception check? Okay. You hear something echoing through the cavern. It is an irregular noise. It's difficult to make out as it echoes off of like just all the weird acoustics in the cave. But it stops sometimes, quiets down, then starts again. It's a little bit unsettling.
Does it appear natural or like machines?
Difficult to tell with the 11 in perception.
Okay.
It's not obviously anything that you recognize. And you generally recognize most machines.
Cool. Diagonal movement, Jeremiah, to answer your question.
We can do diagonals? I thought we couldn't do diagonals.
I think we can do diagonals.
Oh, okay. It should be like here then.
If there's walls, maybe not. Like I don't know if I could in good conscience say somebody could move over here diagonally. Like you probably have to be in one of these squares.
Well,
So-
it wouldn't affect my conscience, but I might say that they can't do it.
All right.
For like main action, I guess.
Coming up. Sorry, I should say it appears to be coming from the far side of the cavern.
Okay.
Okay.
I would like to inspect this crater, but also just in general start keeping an eye out for shinies.
Mhm.
Anything like crystal
Yep.
in items in
Mhm.
general.
The most obvious is that bit of crystal down there. And yeah, you're on the lookout. As soon as a bit of light comes in range of something, we'll talk about that. Meantime, you look at the crater. Appears to be quite picked clean. And we'll go ahead and proceed with Elaine.
Yeah. So it seems like the boys are going that way. So obviously that means we have to have a party split and I go this way.
Obviously.
Excellent.
If you should.
Great decision.
Yeah. And I'm assuming all your Pokemon are just keeping up with you.
Correct.
Diagonal is slightly slower. Interesting.
Interesting. Okay.
All right, so go ahead and take your movement, Elaine. If you move diagonal, it's an extra 2 meters every second diagonal you move.
I don't even know if I want to keep up with that.
Me neither.
It's
So how
not
about-
that hard.
We're just gonna toss that roll out of the window because
Just-
that's hard.
Just
No, you can actually set maps to do that. So set it to be compatible with 3.5.
Here, let me look.
Set your maps to do that, and it'll calculate it for you.
Okay, so
Is that a
Pathfinder
GM thing?
3.5. Yeah, let's look.
Yeah, Pathfinder and 3.5.
Try it.
It'll
Try your ruler again.
That's how they work.
Right now.
Yeah, see?
Yep, works. Nice.
Whoa, cool. Nice shout out, Jeremiah.
Very cool.
So what's how far can I move again?
Your overland, whatever that is.
Mhm.
My overland.
So,
Yeah,
assuming
so
we can
it's-
move
it's-
like
it's-
5
Measured in
and get to like there.
spaces, basically.
So
So
25. Geodude is levitating and his is 5, so he should be able to keep up. And
For the purposes of this narrative, your Pokemon are always going to be able to keep up with your trainer.
gotcha. Okay. I guess I will go. Oh, what is happening? Oh, it's because I have my push to talk in. Hang on. Yeah.
Is the button to make a ruler permanent?
I don't know. I'm just holding the button down right now.
hold
Thank
shift
you.
when you start it.
Yeah, hold shift.
Oh, when you start it. Okay.
Yep.
Ooh.
Huh.
And then she's gonna do her little flashlight scan, look at anything that is potentially in front of her in this sort of cone.
Yep. If you're looking around, nothing of particular note. Go ahead and roll me a perception check. Okay. The soil here, appears to be a little bit softer and a little bit more loose. That's something you note. That's
built?
generally true of all of the ground you guys are standing on right now.
Am I going to have to worry about quicksand traps?
A good question. Might be an answer for a survival check.
Vigo!
Summon him.
Vigo, I summon your survival check.
Oh. Okay.
You can go ahead and roll it if you like. As
Wow.
as Elaine
Wow.
Elaine shouts
Weather's
out,
popping off tonight.
it's pretty sandy.
No,
Is there a chance of quicksand?
These are my 2 skills.
Vigo leans down, grabs up a handful of sand, and you pat the ground several times just to see how much give it has. It's definitely lighter and less dense than rock, but there appears to be a lot of it, and if it's this packed, you doubt it'll give away that much, at least for quicksand. All right. That's it for Elaine. We'll go ahead and pop over to Amber.
Sticking with my buddy.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
Time flows ever onward. Vigo?
All right, just like shoot a quick glance down at the bottom of this this crater, just make sure I'm not missing anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you and Mako have examined it. I won't make you roll anything. There's nothing here. It's picked clean, very obviously.
Okay, makes sense. Okay, we're going. Oh, nope, that's just for Tibets. Here we go. Actually,
Sure.
I think I can sprint.
You think you can?
I'm pretty sure there's like an action for this.
Well, if you think you can, you probably can. As Vigo just launches himself
Like a
across the
maneuver or
cavern.
something.
I think I can. I think I can. I think I can.
Yeah. Vigo just running like a madman through this cave.
Completely dark.
No, he's got the headlamp.
Yeah.
Oh, you had. Oh, I didn't realize that that it was given to you. I thought.
Holding it in front of you like Simba on Pride Rock.
And
Okay, I
Frigibax
can't-
is on top of the headlamp.
That's right.
I can't find it, but if I'm remembering correctly, it's something along the lines of like you can move up to 50% of your speed in a straight line or something like
Okay.
that.
Is that an action?
Except I think it's an action.
Okay. I'll say you can do
however-
that, but you won't be able to interact with anything once you get to a place.
That's fine.
Okay.
But I have a special thing for this because I am an athlete,
Oh.
which allows me to, since I trained speed this morning, I can go my full speed instead of just 50% of it.
Hey,
So
very
Let me
nice.
see if I can grab this.
I trained speed this morning.
Yeah, I did.
He did some IV training.
This one?
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it might be
Or
this one.
EV training.
When I got up in the morning, I ate an entire bowl full of pasta.
He's an absolute unit.
Yeah,
It's
when I
carb
sprint, you
loading and
double your
everything.
movement capability instead of increasing it by 50%.
Cool.
Okay, so I
Nice.
think it might just be that I get doubled. I double my speed
Okay.
rather than any like significant restrictions.
Yep.
Okay. Down to over here.
Nice. So 100% increase to your speed instead. Awesome. Yep. Yeah, glancing around, that sound that Maka pointed out just a few seconds ago seems a lot closer now. It kind of echoes off the walls. You hear this, oh, just cascading across the acoustics of the terrain, kind of in a this way direction.
Okay.
You also are closer enough to see the crystal in the middle here. Appears to have its own luminosity. It glows a very gentle blue light that is probably not very bright by surface standards, but certainly bright enough to be able to see in a mostly dark cave with just some chemical lighting on the walls.
This is where we go to get a glacier.
Okay. This is where we go to do Glaceon, is that what you said? That's right. You gotta train Glaceon around here. Mako.
I will sprint as well.
Meow.
I believe I get to here.
Okay.
And that will be... Now, if I were to roll my d20, would I have to use my action to do that?
Yeah. I would generally say so, unless it's something really easy.
Fair enough.
I'm not sweating it too hard, but yeah.
Ego, let me catch up. I can't see.
Yeah, good point. Elaine.
Yes.
Fire!
Deploy. So, after being told that she's walking on sandy ground and that there's potentially no sand traps, you'll see her do like that dune dance, the Sandman dance.
Oh my goodness.
she's doing the Fremenstride, trying to slowly skid across the sand,
Oh my word.
which is an absolute juxtaposition to to Vigo just sprinting like a madman down the stairs towards the source of the sound.
I gotta go see the sound.
Gotta see the sound.
I'm doing the dance right now. Hang on. I'll get there in a minute. Hang on. I gotta do the dance.
All right.
Fantastic.
And Geodude and the Centret doesn't know what's going on, so she's just behind me.
Yep. Centret, yeah, running along the run. Yep. That's
Do a
it.
basic scan again.
You doing the
Is there
scan?
anything new?
Sure. Where would you like to direct your attention here?
This way.
You want to look down?
Higher up.
Sure. Sure. You take your flashlight, pulling it down at the base of this crater here. There's another one that appears to be mostly picked clean. You don't see anything of particular note.
Okay.
All right. Anything else? Slamber.
I think it's
Okay.
No.
Yep.
No.
Gonna move up there. She's not doing any kind of worm dance unless she has to in order to keep arms locked with the lane.
Yeah. It's actually really awkward to try and keep arms locked with Elaine. Because she's like doing some really weird motions. You don't know if this is some tribal thing or what.
Elaine, I'm trying to. Elaine.
Amber, come
Why
on.
are we?
We have to move like this or else it might eat us.
What are you talking about?
The sandworm!
What have you been watching?
As you shout, the sandworm. You hear some sounds from directly up ahead of you. You hear some and some scuttling sounds.
Oh no.
Elaine, scuttling! It could be a twibble. Okay, don't
You did
scare
it
it
again.
away. We have to see it.
How do you say my name so fast?
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Upon hearing the scuttling, I am immediately gonna look for a tiny bug rock type Pokemon
Yeah,
and
man.
try and convince
Yeah.
Elaine to like point like her flashlight towards the direction of the scuttling.
No, this is when you grab my forearm and you yank it in that
Yeah.
direction,
You look-
potentially causing it to drop
You
again.
you look directly ahead. Your vision significantly impaired by the fact that there is a wall there. You can't really see above it. You're quite short.
I try and jump very quietly. And
Yeah.
probably have no success.
Yeah, it's like jumping on the beach. It's tough. The sand gives away just enough that like it absorbs the shock, and you don't get much air at all. and you end up just wrenching your arm a bit in Elaine's as you jump up. It's like you're like, what? Why are we still arm locked? All right, back to Vigo.
Okay. Well, I said I was gonna look at the rock first, so I'm gonna go look at the rock. It's right here, yeah?
Mhm.
Okay. 3. I'm gonna look at the rock now.
Absolutely. You determine this is some kind of luminous rock as you approach it. It's pretty sizable, with parts of it obviously having been broken into pieces, but not obviously processed or mined before. It seems like either they missed this, or this is new somehow. What would you like to try and do with it?
Or is new? I'd imagine trying to like figure out what this is would be general education.
It's either it's general education or occult, depending on how mystical this rock is.
I wanna point the flashlight up and see if I can figure out if it fell from the ceiling.
Oh, that's a fun idea. You turn the flashlight off?
No, I turned it up.
Oh, you turned it up. I see what
Yeah.
you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I want to look at the ceiling.
You want to see if there's like signs of falling stuff. Absolutely.
Yeah, evidence that there might be, that it might have come from up there.
Cool.
Where it might have.
I'll let you roll survival on this. Identifying possible hazards like falling rocks would be something that survival could do.
Oh.
8. You definitely determine that the ceiling, from what you can tell, appears to have been disturbed recently.
Okay.
It's unclear if this is like a deposit that was on the ceiling, or if like a pitfall opened up and deposited this on the ground. But it's obvious that the tectonics in this area are not stable. You might have known that from all the dust in the air and the fact that this is a mining crisis.
Mm-hmm. It's possible it came from the ceiling, but I don't really know.
Okay.
Is there anything else interesting on the ceiling, or is it just?
There's no stalactites, which would be an indicator of like a healthy stagnant cavern.
It's because those would have fallen down if it's
Exactly.
unstable.
Yeah, and that might indicate all of the rocks everywhere, which do resemble in some nature stalactites that have since embedded themselves in the soft sand like giant spikes. You're happy you weren't here when this happened. That could have been bad. Okay. Mako. The bong water cometh. Where does he go?
Yeah.
You don't have to be right next to it to look at it. By the way, you can get pretty close and be able to
Well,
make
yeah,
a check
but I
out.
wanted to get right next.
Right. I'm saying this for Mako's benefit because he's having a hard time keeping up.
Right. Like, is this too far away?
You could probably do it within 15 feet. It's It's a big glowing blue rock.
Is that within 15? It's within 20. Dadgummit.
Run.
Yeah, I'm just.
You gotta catch up. You gotta catch up. Get in there.
You know, it's fine. You're caught up with Vigo. I'm not gonna worry about it, buddy. You're next to Vigo. Okay.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
I will then just kind of move to where I can see it a bit better, and then can I roll to see? I want to try and determine what this crystal is, if possible.
Mhm. Your choice: general education or occult.
Gen is 2, occult is 1. We'll go Gen.
Your 8 general education there.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Yeah. You're not immediately sure of what this is. It looks important, and anything that glows and is a large crystal formation, you're very surprised hasn't been collected. You can only assume it's valuable, and can probably be taken or processed to some degree.
I assume it's like solidly planted in the ground. It doesn't.
There's lots of little blue fragments that have broken loose when this thing impacted the ground. You can only assume.
Oh, it does look like it fell, like it's not growing out of the ground.
It's a large crystal formation, and it is oriented upwards as though it were growing, but a lot of it is kind of scattered all over the place, directly around it.
Okay. Can I gather the scattered pieces, or would that be its own action?
Sure, I'll let you go ahead and gather those.
Okay, I will gather all the scattered pieces.
Sure. So you don't know what this is, so you're just gonna go ahead and add, roll me D4, the number of pieces you collect. Sure, you add 2 blue crystals to your inventory. That's a secret tool that'll help us later. All right.
We can sell it.
And then I will say to Vigo, you think we can like get the main body and take it with us?
How heavy this thing look?
Ooh. The crystal is about as big as your torso. Like the main formation. You know crystals and minerals tend to be on the heavy side from the times you've lifted and dug out rocks with your nifty shovel. Probably not feasible for a 10-ish-year-old to carry with them.
How much of it could I carry with me?
If you had a good pick or a shovel that you don't mind potentially breaking, you could carve off a good chunk, maybe a third.
I think I brought a pickaxe since we already had shovels.
Okay, we'll go over to Elaine now. Deploy, Elaine. Do what must be done.
Time to investigate what all the scuttling sounds are. I guess she'll stand up here at the top of the stairwell.
You do so. There you go.
And then her Pokemon Geodude will be here.
Pokemon.
Holly will be right behind her since she can't.
Sure. You shine your light in the direction the sounds came from. I want you to go and roll me a perception check. And Amber is keeping up with you. I'll let Amber roll one as well.
Okay.
Say Amber's right here.
Come on, baby. Ooh, that's pretty good for 2d6.
Elaine shines the light. Initially, your eyes pass over what appears to be kind of like a shadowy outcropping over here. before Amber says, "Wait, go back," and you shine the light back over, and you see what appears to be a kind of shadowy-looking burrow in the wall.
Ooh. Do we need a, what is it, ancient power or hidden power to open up a secret room that we can decorate?
No, this is a roughly 2 feet high hole in the wall. You can interact with that in the ways that you would think you could interact with the hole in the wall, and it is now Amber's turn. You can move towards it if you would like. I won't make that perception check like be your turn. You can go ahead and move up if you want to. Up to you.
Okay, cool. Well, assuming that there is like a light, providing me enough to be able to investigate, then I will go up to the hole and I will try and very I don't want to, let's see, I don't want to anger whatever it is in there. Let me see. I don't know. Do Pokemon like candy bars?
Of course. You've been feeding
cool.
them candy bars. They better like
good.
candy bars.
Yeah, that's a great point. That's a great point. Okay, cool. I'm gonna take out a candy bar and kind of unwrap it and be like, "Here, little guy, don't worry, we're not gonna hurt you."
Okay.
And then I'm gonna just kind of waft my candy bar outside the hole.
Sure.
As I kind of try and peer inside, like carefully, very slowly, not trying to scare whatever it is.
Sure. You glance down, and part of the ambient light from Elaine coming off her flashlight as well, the chemical lighting in the area. You glance down and you see essentially four eyes glinting, kind of the way that deer's eyes do at night. Just kind of that reflective sheen on them. You don't know what these are, but you hold the candy bar out. Go ahead and roll me a. This is gonna be a charm check, I think.
Okay. 10?
That's pretty good. That was the DC with the candy bar.
Let's go!
You see, that was really loud.
Sorry.
One of the eyes step forward. I want you to go ahead and roll me a D2.
Okay. Don't roll that very often.
Yeah, flip a coin for me, will you?
Slash D2.
Like half of the moves in Pokemon require you to do.
Critical fail.
Oh no, the horror! A critical fail.
On a 15%. Could have been a great success.
All right, hold on. I'm fetching you a token. As crawling out is a small purple creature with spikes and large ears and a horn. It grabs the candy bar and starts nibbling on it, eyeing you suspiciously.
No.
Oh my goodness, what a cutie! Hey buddy, it's alright. Here, have some more. As I unwrap, I try and unwrap it a little bit more so he can get access to more.
Yeah, sure. I'll say every round of initiative that you want to spend a candy bar on, you can keep the male need around here. As we'll go over to Vigo. As you hear the girls exclaiming, "Oh, what a cutie!" as the boys examine their mother load, and entertaining the idea of breaking off a huge slab of it and lugging it on ropes.
Oh, he may not be back yet.
Okay, if he's not back, Mako, you can go ahead and do your thing.
Cool. Well, honestly, if he's willing to, I'm just gonna aid him. I'm gonna give him the pickaxe I picked up and just aid him in trying to knock off a chunk of this.
Sure. You got the pickaxe. I'll go ahead and have you roll in athletics. And this will be you'll be working on this thing for a little bit. We'll have a skill challenge. First to 3 successes or 3 fails. DC of 9. You succeed 1. And we'll assume Vigo does the same, because this is very, very in character for Vigo to do so. So let me go ahead and get him real quick. Where are the trainers? Oh, they are. Okay. Need to update this real quick. There we are. Okay. And then we go back here and... Okay, athletics. It's 46. With flying colors, 2 successes so far. I need 1 more, as you guys are basically one of you is working on the thing, and then whenever you get too tired, you kind of wipe your brow and hand off the pickaxe to the other guy.
Is it doing any? Oh, nice! You have just been an unwilling accomplice.
Oh no, I was willing to hit the rock. That was.
You're hitting the rock. You're 2/3 of the way there. If you fail 3 times, you'll also shatter the rock, and you won't be able to harvest anything.
Oh.
Does it seem to be damaging the pickaxe at all?
No, this is what the pickaxe is designed for.
Good.
Okay.
I didn't know if it was a rundown one or something.
Nah. Okay, back over to Elaine, as you see a small purple rodent-like creature with horns all over its body come out and begin to eat candy from Amber's palm.
Now, I don't want to go over there and scare it, but just based off of observation, does it look like it's enjoying itself? Is it just mediocre? Is it gonna is it giving these vibes like once I'm done eating this candy, I'm pulling her, stabbing her in the hand with my horn?
It's suspect, but hey, as long as the free food keeps coming, this Nidoran is on board.
So, I guess Elaine will pass the question. Amber, do you plan on catching that?
Okay, so metagaming here. I technically, I think, what is it? Parasect is, what is it, is it bug grass?
Bug grass.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So, but my, technically, Stinger is bug poison. So if you want a poison type, I'm open to you catching it.
My only Pokeball is a broken Pokeball.
Oh no, it's so sad!
Okay, cool. Well, yeah, because I also know that I have more well, actually, I think I might be tied with most Pokemon now. So, oh wait, no, you have more than me. Okay, cool. So yeah, I would like at least somebody to catch it. But if somebody has a longing for a Nidoran, then I'm not attached to it in a way that I wouldn't be willing to pass it off.
I've always thought Nidoking was the coolest Pokemon ever.
Okay, cool. Well then, why don't I try and catch it for you? Because I already have a poison type anyways, that's bug poison, so it's not going to be the end of my world if I don't have it.
I don't have a poison type either, but it's not like it's going to be effective in this gym, and on top of that, we might find a cooler Pokemon later.
Poison ground. Ground is good against fire, I should say.
Oh, it's not ground yet.
Not ground,
Yeah.
it's poison right now. Ground later.
Poison, wait,
Cool.
that made no sense. Wait, what?
Poison ground later.
Poison ground later. Oh, it's a ground type later.
Yeah.
Which is why it's in the ground area.
Crazy. Yep. Cool. Well, I'll definitely attempt to catch it, and we can talk about other stuff later.
I have Geodude, so I'm not gonna need, because he's a rock ground type.
Well, then I may hold on to it for the time being, because I'm certainly not opposed to having it. So.
Okay. Who is anybody engaging with this Nidoran?
Okay, so I would like to. I'm afraid I'm gonna scare it if I get out another Pokemon and try and because can Pokemon really speak to each other very well?
They can communicate about as effectively as humans can to other Pokemon, which is to say, intuitively. Pokemon are good at catching on to vibes.
Okay.
Even if they don't exactly know what you mean or what you're saying, they kind of know what you mean.
Got it. So, here's what I'd like to do, and I understand that I will spend another candy bar in order to keep it here for this round. I would like to just go ahead and with like my other hand that's not feeding it, I'd like
Okay.
to just get out Ample
Okay.
and just kind of behind me pop him out. And
Okay.
then because I don't want to scare it, I don't want him to like oh, Pokemon's appearing right next to me, right? Like behind me.
Totally.
I want to get Ample out, and then I would like Ample to kind of introduce himself and just kind of be a good example of, hey, I take care of my Pokemon, and like
Okay.
this is just one of my buddies, you know, and you could be a buddy too.
Sure, I get that.
So that's what I'd like to do.
Okay,
is
so
just
so
kinda,
this
like,
isn't
show,
this
like,
isn't
proof
like
of concept.
this isn't like bringing out your Pokemon and being like being all sneaky, like preparing a sneak attack on this thing. You're trying to like
No.
give it. Okay, cool.
No, I
You know
want
what?
these guys
I'll-
to you know meet cute.
Meet cute, sure. Bring out the bug, and I'll have you roll your choice of charm or command, and we'll have this be a skill challenge for you and Elaine. Elaine can potentially help out here. You cannot use the same skill or tactic more than once.
I would like to use command because I have a 4, and I'm pretty sure you have a better charm than me, anyways, Elaine.
Okay. Specifically for this check, Elaine could potentially do other things, but okay. So, command for sure. The ample comes out. It pops out of the ground.
How did I manage that? I have 4.
Okay, one failure.
Dude.
It's not instantly over, but the Nidoran starts to back away, jealously guarding its candy bar. Its spikes seem to stand on end a little bit. You can tell it's kind of spooked and thinking about running. And we'll go to Elaine now, and she's using intuition instead of charm. So, Elaine, you slowly, I'll go and put you like here. You slowly walk up behind, and you kind of have a bit of messy, unruly hair, especially with how much time you spend on the road. Go and roll your intuition check if you want to make this skill challenge, as you see its spines, and you sort of mimic its spines by patting your own hair down and kind of trying to make it smooth, kind of combing your hair out.
Nice.
1 success, 1 fail. First to 3. All right, we'll go back over to the boys. Vigo. You're currently at 2 successes, 0 fails on excavating the crystal.
Hit rock. Yeah.
Success. DC was 9. A sizable chunk of the crystal breaks off. You think this is probably about all you and Mako can carry collectively. I want both of you to roll me d4s. Okay, 2 more crystals for you, Mako,
Nice.
and 2 for Vigo. Nice, you got 6 total. The crystal seems to lose a degree of its luminosity, but it's still there. All right, back up to Elaine.
I didn't get to take a turn.
Did you roll athletics? No, you didn't. No, sorry, Mako, go ahead, sorry. My bad.
Since we've done all we can with the crystal, actually, I'm gonna go ahead and roll my d20.
Okay.
To find an item.
Go for it. Okay, you rolled an 11. Cool. I need to do some calculations. Give me a sec.
Mhm.
Roll me a d4, my guy.
Oh man.
Rats.
Okay. Now I want you to roll me 6, 7,
Say it again. You cut out.
now you roll me another d20. Okay. Wow, another 11. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Literally as many ones as he could get.
Okay. In parts of the crystal that you have since hollowed out, you spy something shimmering ever so slightly, as though it were steaming. As you grope in there and find something very cold, and in fact, it almost like shocks your hand as you pull back with a handful of ice. You found never melt ice. Congratulations.
Whoa! Wait, that's crazy good.
I love never melt ice.
Doesn't that boost the attack power of ice type moves?
Yep, that
Like,
is
permanently?
that is the type move, the type item for ice.
Dude, that's fantastic.
I believe it's held. Let me double check that.
In the base games, it is.
It is. We'll go and add that to your inventory, Mako, or if you want to give it to Vigo, feel free. And that'll be it for Mako, and I'll look into that in a minute. Elaine, you are currently 2 for 1 in favor of catching this Nidoran. Actually, 1 for 1.
It was one fail, one
Yeah, I
success.
think we're
1 for 1. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
All right. I'm rolling intuition again.
No. Skill challenge. You can't use the same tactic more than once. You have to use another tactic.
Oh.
You can use charm. You can use anything else you think might get this Nidoran's attention and make it be subservient.
Well. Guess I'll use charm.
Okay.
Fine.
I think it's a success. Yep. 2 for 1. Two successes, 1 fail. We move it over to Amber. As yeah, you shoot it a nice smile and just kind of beckon slowly forwards. Amber.
Okay, so... Okay, I'm trying to... Because I would like to use intuition, and here's how I'd like to flavor my intuition. I'd like to flavor it as I kind of understand the scavenger lifestyle. Like, having grown up the way I did, and, like, rodents being scavengers, like, I have, like, some level of empathy for the creature. And, like, you know, like, he's feeding from my hand because, you know, he's desperate for food. He's desperate for scraps.
Yeah.
I
getcha.
And, like, I'd like to try and, you know, like, with, like, you know, calming words that, like, maybe cut to the heart.
Sure,
I'd
man.
like to try intuition. If not, I guess that could be charm or guile.
Sure. I would say calming words would be charm, but if you want to use intuition, a slightly different tact might be intuiting what this creature would most like.
Sure.
Such as a bit of trash that you picked up along the side of the road in your backpack, for instance.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
So go ahead and roll that.
I guess, yeah. A 10.
Hey, 3 successes.
Let's go.
As you reach into your backpack and find a piece of a Rattata, how'd that get in there? As we pan over to Frigibax, chuckling as it stands on Vigo's shoulders, kind of looking your way. Free. As the Nidoran grabs the bone and starts gnawing on it viciously. Its 2 little front teeth seem to need some attention, as it seems to work on this bone as a wonderful dessert after the 3 candy bars you have now fed it. It seems utterly docile and probably would not be objecting to being caught at this moment. If this is the life, he looks back, waves a little bit with his French paw, and then continues gnawing on the bone.
All right. Is catching him something I could do this round, or do I need to wait till next?
Sure, the Nidoran is caught.
Hooray! Let's go.
Totally. All right, let me get you a male Nidoran here.
Sweet.
As that was both of your checks, we'll go ahead and bounce back to Vigo as I get
Sounds
you your
good.
Nidoran.
Sounds good.
What's it gonna be from here, boys? You've struck the mother lode.
We got cool rock.
You do got cool rock.
So we gotta go check out the sound. I feel like that's the logical next step here.
Yeah. It's grown in intensity sometimes, and you guys like made a point of just ignoring it, or like the crystal is more important. Stay strong, brother. As Psyduck is covering his ears at this point, as you hear this horrible meow.
All right, let's see if I can see what it is from over here.
You cannot.
Can I just stay
Not.
glued to
Oh.
Vigo?
No, can't quite see around the
Use
corner.
my light switch?
Oh, it's around the corner. Okay.
Thank you.
Yep, a pair of large stalagmites, are tights, I should say, that have embedded themselves in the ground as well as all their fallen debris. Partially blocked the way forward. You'll need to pull out some tactics if you want to unearth this.
Well, in the meantime, hey Vigo.
I could use strength.
You could use strength.
Hey Vigo. Does Ridgerbacks have any ice moves? Are you gonna have
Yeah.
anything that uses ice moves?
Yeah, Base is gonna use ice moves.
Ooh, I found this Nevermelt ice. You wanna have it? I'll trade it for the shards you got.
Sure.
Rad.
Yeah.
So you have all 6 shards now. And yeah, you take the small chunk of ice that is very cold in your hands. As Free looks down at it in awe. Free.
And then I'm just going to, for my action, like I'm just gonna I'm gonna be glued to Vigo, assist him with any kind of checks that I can, but particularly keep my senses peeled for any excuse to use Pokemaniac and start trying to identify what's making the noises.
Sure. Post me Pokemaniac real quick. I think you have to see it.
Right. I'm more like setting it up since there's not a lot we can do.
Sure.
currently.
We'll say you do it when you're around the corner with Vigo. That'll be next go round. So we'll go ahead. We'll go bounce back to the girls. You got yourself a Nidoran. I need to make a thing for that really quick. Player Pokemon. We'll do a character. Token. There we are. All players, right? You guys decided that?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
So, Elaine, just to confirm, you would like to try and catch another?
If you want to give her a Pokeball, she'll take it. But since we have one Nidoran, I don't think it would be good to get another.
Okay, cool.
Oh, how appropriate. It's skittish. That's cool.
Aw. Fun. Alright, cool. Well, I'll just hang on to the Pokeballs then, so that whenever we run into something, I can dish it out to whoever needs it. So, and of course, if you find something, then I'll dish it out.
Okay, and do you want me to put that in Zoe's equipment? Or equipment, Pokemon, or Amber's?
Put it in mine for now.
Okay, there it is.
Thanks so much.
Totally.
Alright, cool. Well, if we've caught the one then I say we can keep moving. Unless there's something in this corner over here. I am curious, because it looks like a great little place to hide away.
Just to
Yes,
clarify,
I
I'm not
know.
getting a Pokeball from you, because I thought I was, since you said that I helped you catch the Nidoran.
Oh, okay, sure, yeah. Just take one then.
You want a Pokeball? Cool. You have a Pokeball now, Ellen.
Yay.
Alright, and what else are you guys doing here? You have your full turns ahead of you.
Oh, me? What? Hello?
Yeah, you can both go, still.
Oh. I guess the next step is to go this way.
Totally. You walk over. Oh.
Oh.
I'll let you move yourself. Far be it from me to abscond with the agency of my players.
Hey. I guess I do my perception check with my flashlight.
No need. You're good. Nothing popping out at you right now.
Okay.
Maybe if you're a little closer to the crater, perhaps. All
Okay.
right, Amber, what are you doing?
Elaine, do you still have your D20?
I think she spent that early. I think she was the first one who did it.
Okay, got
She
it.
found some drugs, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, nice. Love that.
It was a DirectX.
DirectX.
Yeah.
That's a good program.
So, I'd like to put away ample, and then, which I just realized we had this token out over here, and I just grabbed a new one. My bad.
Just start a
so I
whole
just
new
put that one
spawn.
away. And I'd like to get out the new Nidoran.
Sure.
And I'll just say to him, "Hey, if you know any cool stuff around here, be sure to show us, okay?"
Still nibbling around the bone, the Nidoran's eyes glint a little bit in the dark, and then run back past you. Seemingly back the way you came.
Oh, Elaine, I think he might know where some stuff is. Or maybe she's just trying to go home. I don't know.
You can...
How lit is this area?
Yeah. You can see the walls. To see well on the floor and the kind of areas around you need a flashlight. It's all silhouettes. I would call it dim light in D&D terms.
Okay, got it. Well, I'll leave it up to Elaine whether we turn back. If not, I can just come back.
Sure. And because you guys are kind of moving at the same time, I would let Elaine walk back if you guys wanted to.
If the Nidoran's running back because there's cool stuff, then sure, but I'm suspicious that it's trying to run back into its hole.
Well, I mean, it's caught, so
caught.
it's not gonna do.
Yeah.
It's not gonna get very far.
Not unless
if
it
if
stashed
it
stuff
is.
away in its hole. Do you think maybe it has good stuff in its hole?
I think. I mean, there was a couple other. I mean, rodents tend to. I don't know. Do they? I don't know.
You could roll a Pokemon education check to see if Nidoran a horde.
Do you want
Or
me to
you
roll
can
it or
test your
Amber?
luck and shout across the cave.
Either
I
of
only
you.
have a 2 in Pokemon education, so.
I have a 3 in mind. Do you want me to roll?
Yeah, go for it. I mean, you're present.
Do they hoard DM?
Nidoran love hoarding their kills. They are carnivorous creatures that primarily rely on sticking things like Eradicates with poison barbs and watching them slowly poison themselves to death, and then dragging their corpse back to their burrows where they eat them slowly. They're vicious little creatures.
Dude, that's crazy unhinged.
No, they don't normally stash valuable things that trainers would care about. Unlike certain bird Pokemon.
Elaine will say, watching Nidoran running back to its hole, she's like, I think he's trying to collect his KDA.
Just a
Being
word.
a Gen Z,
just-
I will understand exactly what that means.
Just a word Mako
as
uses
opposed to most
sometimes.
big word.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
heard Mako use it a few times. She thinks it's cool.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, of course. Okay, well, come back, Nidoran. We'll come back later, maybe.
He seems to gesture more emphatically, like, this is what you wanted, right?
Don't worry, we're coming back. We're gonna go check out this crater first, okay?
Little rabbit stomp as he returns to you.
Yeah, that's my
Aw.
bad. That's my bad, bro.
All right,
That's hilarious, though.
all right, we'll go back to the boys.
Okay.
You approach the
Very
rocks.
obedient.
All right. The rocks.
The crying is now very loud.
Oh my word.
What's it gonna be? What are you gonna do with this
Wait.
rock?
Who's that Pokemon?
I have strength. Could that be helpful here?
Just lift rock.
Totally, man. Do you have to roll anything for strength?
It's a move.
Okay. What's the base damage on strength?
The damage base is 8.
Okay.
It does also give me extra power, and I can push as a free action afterwards. So,
Okay. I'll tell you what. I'll let you use strength, and you'll get a +5 bonus to the next athletics check you make to try and do something with this bit of rubble here. Try and push aside.
okay. So I would immediately get a push maneuver.
Yep.
Would that qualify
I
for the...
I think it's pretty well embedded. If this were something that you could shove aside, I would say, but this is just a ton of junk.
Okay.
I'll give you a +5 bonus though.
Okay, yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. Just pump myself up to move this rock right here.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you see Vigo do like the Ash Ketchum like primal barbarian roar as he flexes his biceps and runs towards this thing, and just shoulder checks this rock.
Idak is like, let me join.
My mortal enemies.
His ownership briefly transferring to Vigo. Would you roll me that athletics check, my guy? +5 bonus here. Situational.
Right.
Stronger than most grown men.
I'll just do the athletics at 25.
Oh my word! He's done it again.
The spirit of the athlete itself flows through your veins as Frigibax is like chanting you up on your shoulders. Free, 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 free. As you make your run up, slam into this. You're not sure if it's luck or you're just that good. But you slam into it at such an angle that you seem to destabilize the pile, and it all collapses, making it more or less flat. As parts of it collapse over here onto this ground, and you find that this is no longer here, and
oh no, it's brown now.
This right here is now cracked ground.
Oh, we can fall in there.
Yeah, it seems like while the area up here is mostly sandy, this appears to be kind of rocky, and maybe enough to dig through or fall through if it collapses on you. Might need to be careful.
Okay, so now that we can look around the corner.
Yep, you round the corner because you're both kind of collectively moving here. Rounding the corner, the wailing continues as you see a sad Cubone sitting, tears streaming from its eyes as it looks down at the decrepit remains of probably some ancestor of his that was trapped under the falling rubble.
Oh.
Go to roll me that Pokemaniac check. Marco.
Oh, gotcha.
Michael.
That's a sick find, by the way.
Love Cubone.
Absolutely, that's a Cuba. I'll go ahead and generate it for you, so you have an idea of what its stats are. That's pretty good. Okay, that's a female Cubone. It's dreamy, and it is level 7. We're actually a pretty decent level on there. It's nature, you already said that, and it has, of course, the ability Bone Wielder. It's Bone Club, Boomerang, or Bone Meringue, and Bone Rush ignores immunity to ground type, which is really cool. One of the reasons Cubone is neat, because it throws its ground type moves. Okay.
I'm gonna like whisper to Vigo, hey, do you have any Pokeballs? Because I'm all out.
Yeah, I got 5.
Ooh.
Flacco's like, wait, you have 5? Okay, moving back over to the girls. You begin to make.
Actually, as my turn, can I attempt to comfort the Cubone?
Pokemaniac. You identified the Pokemon. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. As the girls think about heading over here, maybe going back to the boys, you all feel a rumble as the northwestern side of the cavern seems to shift a little bit. Rocks popping out of the sides, some of the chemical fixtures cracking as you see some kind of liquid shoot from it and spill onto the ground and glow in the dark puddles on the ground. A deep rumble gusts through the cave
Uh-oh, it's a camera.
as a few seconds pass. The distant rumblings grow more distant as you begin to let out your breath, and I want you guys to go ahead and input your Pokemon's initiative here as we are moving to combat. As the massive tectonic shift, spiderwebs of cracks fill the cavern.
Can you also put Geodude on there?
Sure.
Oh man.
Oh, Geodude is underneath something you can't see.
Oh wow.
Where's Geodude?
As just on the other side of the Cubone,
Wait,
yep. Geodude should be.
Geodude's not on there.
Geodude should be. He's not.
He's not on there.
Oh, he should be. Hold on.
I'm not seeing him.
There you go.
Thank you.
Just on the other side of the Cubone, you see something move in the earth, and then out pops a little brown head. Diggly-dee! It turns as you see a pair of glowing red eyes lock on to the still morning Cubone
Wait.
From the Diglett?
from the Diglett.
What?
What?
As more pop out, you actually see a lump of earth bump underneath the Geodude before going around and popping out right here. And more. Popping out everywhere. You're getting bad vibes, Lamb, with your just passive intuition. Something doesn't seem quite right here. Diglett are pretty flighty at the worst of times, and these seem pretty intent as they just lock on to the nearest Pokemon of yours. So I'm going to add all these to the initiative.
Hmm.
What's going on? This isn't like Diglett at all. Diglett, snap out of it.
Okay, so we do one.
Hello?
All right.
We got really quiet.
Yep, just inputting values really quick, guys.
This Diglett's got a bloodlust. Look at him.
Oh, he does.
Look at those eyes. He's gonna eat that Cubone.
He is. And you can't stop him.
Yeah, I'm scrambling to save the Cubone, hopefully.
I don't know. Maybe I need to put it in the backpack. You know, it might smack me a couple times with the bone, but that's fine.
I'm sure your sergeant caned you once or twice as part of training.
You're sure he what?
Caned him. Instead of a belt, just go straight to a stick.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Okay. So, it's a tie between Diglett and Vigo. I'll let Vigo go first. Digo.
Okay.
There are cracks up here as well. I need to input those real quick. There we are. Okay, go ahead, sorry.
Okay. So my first thought is to throw Frigibacks into this section right here to block the way. I don't know what kind of action it is to throw Frigibacks.
I'm trying to.
I'm gonna say it's a
well,
shift action, my guy.
Shift action? Okay.
It's a shift action to throw a Pokeball.
Shift action to throw a Pokeball. I mean, basically the same.
Yeah, you're lobbing a Frigibax instead.
Yeah. Let me check something real quick. So I have some orders I could potentially do alongside that. Or I have some trainings that I could use as an order. That would be helpful. Yeah, this will be fine. Yeah, so yeet Frigibags.
Page 222, by the way, is
222.
talks about throwing. I assume your power will be sufficient.
Yeah, very much
Definitely.
so. Throwing range. Anyway, yeah, so, throw Frigibacks over here. I'll go ahead and activate Brutal Training as commands. So yeah, this will be, I believe it's for 1 round. Frigibacks will get this effect.
End of the effect duration. Okay. I'm assuming the effect
Yeah,
duration
so-
can change based on your
Yeah,
abilities.
so
Got it.
the way it works is that the training feats or features or whatever they're called.
Yeah.
You can use them as either training or as commands.
Okay.
In combat, if you use it as a command, it's for 1 round.
Gotcha. Okay, and
If
it's
I'm remembering
at will.
correctly.
Very rad. Okay, cool. So brutal command.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Throw Frigibacks in there. Command it to rip and tear.
Until it is done.
Okay. Going over to Diglett 3. I get to see some stats.
There's too many Digulets.
As this Diglett pops underground. And you see it reemerge right here.
Hey DM, I have a question for you.
Yep.
So we moved my initiative to 8 for the purposes of sticking with the lane. Would that also affect my combat initiative?
Oh, sure. You can change that now if you'd like. That's fine.
Okay, cool. Then I will be back at 14, which
Perfect.
would put me at a speed tie with these other Dicklets.
Okay, there we go. What is the range on this? Not great. Actually, hold on. Okay, I see what's up. Okay, and then this Diglett is going to burrow underground. It's currently underground. You cannot observe it or hit it on the surface at the moment.
Are we still talking about the 16 initiative Diglett?
Diglett 3 right here.
Oh, okay.
Moves a little bit. You can see the mound of earth moving, which is how you basically know where it is, but you can't really see it unless you have some way to get underground like that.
You should put this little status marker on it to show that it's underground.
Yeah, absolutely.
It looks like it's tunneling.
Great. Okay, and speed tie with Amber. Amber, I'll let Amber go first here.
Okay, cool. Here's what I'd like to do. I would like to send in Nidoran to attack this one that's directly in front of me. So he's gonna run up. Assuming he can run through my square. And then he's going to use Peck on this Diglett.
Awesome.
So I assume I need to roll, I think, this one. Assuming that works normally. This is 0, 0 minus 2, 2. Okay, cool. Well, I literally rolled a 0 on AC, so I assume that misses.
Yes, that is one of the rare instances where a move could just miss. Yeah, the Nidoran,
Okay, cool.
still, you're not quite in sync yet. Ran runs over, it launches itself through the air, and the Diglett just jumps back into the hole and pops back out as the Nidoran makes its rounds and returns to your kind of side of the battlefield. All right.
And then what I'd like to do is,
to clarify,
I'm going to...
your Nidoran has its own initiative. We may be jumping the shark a little bit here.
Gotcha.
You have your own
He's
trainer
not
stuff.
Be acting until...
Yeah, you have.
Got it.
You have your own trainer stuff. Yeah, if you want to throw
Okay,
out another
cool. So
Pokeball
that
or use
stuff
some kind of
is
trainer
not
feature, you
going
can.
to- Okay, so you said you can reasonably command 2 Pokemon at once?
Yes. I need to refresh on the rules. But I think you can have 2. But to command the second one, you must expend your action on your turn.
Oh, that makes sense.
So it's taking away from your personal action economy in order to command 2 at once.
Okay, cool. Well then I will go ahead then. If that's the case, I will go ahead and throw out Ample. And I will just move this token over here, and I'll remove the little Pokeball thing that we had on him. Nope, that's not the one.
Okay, taking a shift action to throw out your bug, and then spending your main action to supply Ample with its orders.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes, and so he'll get the plus 10 to his initiative,
Okay.
which will put him at a 15.
15.
So he'll get to move now.
Awesome.
And that will be a Vice Grip on the Diglett.
Okay. Vice Grip.
That is a 10.
Definitely hitting. Roll damage.
Okay, cool. 27 damage.
27. Very nice. Okay. I will input that. 1 second.
I'm glad someone here understands the action economy.
This is physical neutral.
Correct.
Nice. Okay. Rad. Yeah.
And that will be, I believe, my whole turn.
Okay. Yeah, as Ample launches itself at this thing, pah! It's big old fangs opening and clamping together on the Diglett's meat head. Second. I'll show you the HP bar. And then it's... Cool. Alright.
Nice.
Yeah, doing work on these Diglets.
Good deal. All right, thanks.
Cool. Frigibex.
All right. Time for some icy wind.
Destroy him, son!
Roll. Kill.
Listen to me, son. I'm your dad.
That's a 5.
5 hits.
Okay. So, this This is 22. This is ice damage, so it's actually 27 because of that never melt ice.
Awesome.
And speed is lowered by 1. 1 combat stage. And this is
I
this
love
is
icy
on the
wind.
Pump Diglett. This is not going after the Cuba.
Okay, thank you. So this is a total of 22 damage, is that what you said?
27.
27.
Because that does not have the never melt ice included.
Very rad.
Presumably
Is
this
there-
will also be super effective because unless there's some type shenanigans being shifted around here.
Special. Double. Nice. Do you guys get to see my damage calculations, by the way? That says 2 GM. Got it.
No.
44 damage on that bad boy. As Frigibax launches itself through the air, doing a little pirouette in the air, it swallows the Nevermelt ice, and then you see kind of this bluish glow coming from its abdomen as it opens its mouth. Free as you just huge plume of kind of icy smoke blasts over this Diglett, and you can see that both the Diglett and the ground it was embedded into is frozen.
Yeah.
Wow.
Clean.
First one-shot kill by a Pokemon.
Yeah. Never melt ice versus the ground type. It's quite nice. All right. So that was the Frigibax's go. Now we're going over to some Digletts here. So this Diglett is up top here. Okay, this Diglett is Diglett 4. Diglett 4. I'm gonna go ahead and have... Okay. Let's do a little reconnoiter here, shall we? So it... opportunity attacks... Do they, don't they? I think they exist. The Diglett very aggressively moving up, despite the fact that it just got locked up in a vice pinch. Moving right here. I believe that means Ample gets a reaction.
Yeah,
I think it gets
in
to
the past
struggle.
We've had
It gets to struggle is what it gets to do. So go ahead and roll that.
Struggle.
If you like.
Okay. Sure.
So,
Okay, I guess it's not gonna let me. Oh wait, I think this will roll damage. Oh wait, that's just straight damage. I have to roll to hit too, still, right?
You do have to roll to hit first. It's likely that
Okay,
you
that's a
will hit.
13.
You definitely hit.
And then the 25 damage.
25. Very nice. So, let me go and calculate that. It's possible you take it out here before it does this bad thing.
The Diglets have all learned explosion, and they're actually just kamikaze.
They're kamikaze Diglets!
there's a mega trio over here producing them.
On the off chance
Dropping
that
off.
becomes relevant again, by the way, I believe my Psyduck, like his ability, gives him some sort of resistance to.
Because you got damn.
Okay. As it moves up, you see the ground itself begin to warp slightly, and you see the Diglett begins to bounce just as the Ample comes in with the steel chair, and just blasts it back into its hole. You see the bug kind of follow it down there for a second. It does have burrow, and it comes out with a Diglett between its jaws, which it drops on the ground like a dog who wants to show off a trophy to its owner. All right. That's it for that Diglett. Okay, it's doing okay so far. All right, this Diglett gets to move. Let's see what this looks like. Yeah. This Diglett burrows, pops out on the side of the cliff right here. Burrow be like that. And now this one is going to do what its brothers have failed to do.
No.
Earthquake.
Earthquake! Close, but no cigar. Magnitude. So
Oh, man.
Magnitude is going to be hitting Geodude and Elaine. Does Geodude have Levitate?
Yes, he's using levitate
Oh,
now. He's
well,
immune.
I know he's moving that way, but does he have the ability Levitate?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Legit.
So just Elaine. Magnitude coming.
Here you go.
And it specifies it gets the Levitate speed. That's rad.
It
All you
went.
have to do is... Oh, sorry.
You cut out, Austin. What'd you say?
I was just commenting that the speed is part of the ability. That's really cool. Okay, so I reduce the d20 by the accuracy. The accuracy is a bad thing. 1, which might not hit Elaine. What is this? What's your physical evasion?
1.
It hits. Okay.
Rats.
All right, here we go. 2.
I'll take 2 damage.
No, that was to determine the strength of the
Yeah,
magnitude.
strength.
Low number is good for magnitude. You don't want a 6 magnitude.
Yep.
That's bad.
Yes. Yes.
Couldn't it get up to like magnitude 10 in the games?
You can. You just roll a d6 in this one. I presume it's 2 magnitude per per number, I suppose. So 12 magnitude maybe. So it's gonna be.
It's such a funny. Oh, it goes from 4 to 10 in the base games. Okay.
I don't think our evasions have increased, have they? Since we've leveled up to 5.
Not unless you've invested in your defense.
Which
I
I'm
don't
not
go
even
up
sure
very much.
where that is either.
Yeah, mine's are just 1, 1, and 2, so I assume it's pretty standard.
Yeah, the max I can go up to is 5 anyway, so
Ah,
I need to import this really quick. 1 second.
maybe 6. It's either you can get a maximum of +5, or you can get a maximum of 5.
Okay.
I don't remember. I think
Hey,
it's just a
Jeremiah?
maximum of 5. What?
Do you happen to know the rules on throwing Pokemon? Is it the same of like 4 squares plus your athletics rank?
So we've determined that Frigibax is a small item.
Okay.
Okay. So that is 17 physical damage to you, Elaine.
Ooh.
Reduced by your defense. So do you know where to input that damage on your sheet?
Calculate damage?
Yep.
It's a physical category.
It's physical. Yep.
Effectiveness. Normal?
It is normal. Trainers are typeless, so they are neither affected by, they're not buffed or debuffed by any type.
This attack is not affected by weakness and resistance.
That's right.
Cool.
So
Nice.
I
Just
take 9.
9 damage. Yeah. How are you looking?
I have a total of 68 damage.
68 HP.
Yeah.
Nice. Cool. Yeah. The earth shakes a little bit. You lose your footing briefly, as Elaine tends to do, but otherwise it's not too bad. This Diglett on the side, its red eyes just appearing and disappearing over the edge of the cliff as it basically acts like a plunger, just making the ground move in waves. Okay. That's it for that Diglett. Mako.
Alright. I will throw Psyduck here. And giving orders, is that a standard action or a shift action?
Orders. Oh, like from like Ace Trainer, etc.
Yeah.
Better to ask Vigo. He knows best. I think it's probably an action.
What are you saying?
Orders. Commands.
Orders. I believe it's standard.
Standard action.
And throwing would be a standard action as well?
Shift action.
Oh, okay. Then as my shift action, I will throw a Psyduck. And then as my main action, I will give him focused training So he gets +1 to accuracy rolls and +2 to skill checks.
Awesome. Okay.
And that'll be it.
Bonus to accuracy is very
Um,
nice.
Austin.
Is holding an action a thing in this system?
No, not really. What, Christine?
I'm wondering if we're doing this correctly because aren't we supposed to start from the bottom of the turn order?
That's only in tournament regulation.
Yep.
Oh.
This is
just
this is wild
free
battles.
form, do whatever you want.
Yep. Yeah. You could have 6 Pokemon on the field right now. Nobody would bat an eye. It wouldn't be very feasible, but you could do it.
Uh.
All right. So Michael, you issued orders and threw your side deck. Anything else?
That'd be it.
Okay.
Yes, Michael.
Okay. That Diglett is gone. Nidoran's go.
I think. Let me double check. Cone, friendly, social. Oh, what are these? Okay, I guess I'm not familiar. So how do cones work in the system? I should have been looking this stuff up. I wasn't sure what I was gonna do. Oh,
Not sure.
unlucky. Let's see. Like if I had a cone 2, would it just be like
It's,
coming out from the Nidoran? Okay, cool. Yep. I'm gonna assume that would also target allies.
This is an effect
If I
of,
use
of the.
something-
This is an effect of the magnitude in the area. Elaine, I'll move you briefly to show. This ground is now cracked. You don't know what that actually means. But yeah, the earth looks a little bit unsteady here.
Okay. Oh, now I'm really worried because if I get in range to do that, it's going to be on cracked ground, and I don't really want that. Yeah, his moves are only melee. I think I'm going to just let the Nidoran chill out because anything he could do would either damage a friendly or potentially put him on some rocky terrain. So I'm going to is returning him an action on. Actually, it's fine. We'll just leave him out.
Shift, I believe. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just passing.
Okay. No worries. All right. So passing on the Nidoran. Psyduck.
I shall water sport and pass. So in case that red goo was magma, it's kind of preparing since I can't see the Diglett.
The red goo.
I thought you said something about like some sort of reddish liquid, or were you
Nope.
describing their eyes?
Their eyes, for sure.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yep.
there's nothing else I can. I
Yeah,
assume
fire
tail whip
related.
wouldn't affect a Doug creature, right?
You can't target it.
Yeah.
so-
It's currently.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just water sport.
Okay.
Cost me nothing to do.
Sure. Water sport. Just coats the surrounding area in water for some reason. Good job, Psyduck. So hi, gives you a little thumbs up.
Get him, Wig! Wig out on him!
All right, back to Elaine. What will happen, Elaine? What will you do?
Well, it looks like I need to shift out of here. Because I'm on unstable ground.
Okay, so that would have been fine.
And then from here, I will pass my main action to be able to command my Pokemon.
Okay, gotcha. Moving over to the Centret.
Centret is going to she's going to. Is she able to quick attack this Diglett?
Yeah. As long as the Diglett's within range, you can do whatever attack you need to.
So it's within melee range, and it's priority.
Okay. If it's within melee range, then you need to be in melee range to hit that Diglett too.
Okay.
Also, priority moves are very cool because you can declare priority move.
You just say, "Hey, I'm using quick attack."
Yep.
Just whenever.
Just doing
basically.
it right now. Yeah. And that eats the Pokemon's turn, but it's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Pretty elegant way of going about it, all things considered.
The instant version. The instant and
Yeah, I counter you. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was just bad.
Now, does your Diglett have any kind of climb? Or it's not Diglett, Sentret. I'm going to check its speeds. If it has some kind of climbing speed, that could be good there.
Well, there's not really like speeds.
It's
There's
in capabilities.
capabilities.
Yeah.
There's Nature Walk and Underdog, which I don't think would
Yeah,
help it.
that wouldn't help here. Yeah, your Sentret can't climb on the side of sheer cliff faces, fortunately.
Okay. Well, in that case, I will have her pull back and use Defense Curl.
Defense curl, awesome. Increasing that defense
Oh.
stage by 1. All right,
Sorry, what?
increasing your defensive stage by 1. Right? Are you putting that on her sheet?
I will post it.
Maybe it doesn't do defense stages. Ah, maybe it doesn't. Very cool. Okay. Just straight up 10 damage reduction. Rad.
I believe that was to GM if it matters, by the way.
Yeah, I didn't switch it over because I didn't realize it was.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't increase the defensive stages, but it is damage reduction. That's really rad. Yeah, the Sentret just curls up into a ball where its tail is facing the enemy. Its most sturdy and weaponized part of what is otherwise a fairly chill creature. Going over to Geodude.
Geodude is levitating.
Yes, he is.
He also has Burrow.
He
Is
does.
he able to go down here since he's levitating? Well, I guess this is melee range.
You're already in melee range. Yep.
Okay. I just wasn't sure since he was on the wall.
Throw a rock at him. What will dude do? What will he dude?
I'm gonna have Dude use rollout.
Ah, a coward's move. Whitney, my nemesis.
Rollout is a commitment. The rollout is such a funny move.
Okay. Did you roll it? Oh, you did. Good. Definitely hits. And then 25 damage. This is rock type move. Yeah. Roll that's rock type.
You said throw a rock at him.
Second.
Yeah, he's doing it.
Geodude is a big rock.
Okay.
Austin, I will let you know that I've got to leave at 1:30.
We are going to end soon. Yep.
Okay.
There's not much left in Is ground resistant to rock real quick? Yes?
It is.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So this is going to be... There's this. Physical. Resisted. Okay. Yeah, the rollout comes out, Geodude, doing his favorite thing, which is roll down hills really quickly and hit things. Manages to hit the Diglett a little bit, but the Diglett just goes down as he gets rolled into. It's not very effective, but damage is damage. So we'll go ahead and do there, and then there we are, and then C.
That is a crit, by the way.
Oh, so it is. Hold on a second. I need to recalculate.
I'm not entirely certain how crits work in this.
I think you just add the crit to the damage. So 25 plus 13 is 38. So still not ideal, but much better. Okay, cool. Okay, that's its HP now. And we'll go to the top of the initiative here, and yeah, we'll just go. If you go.
All right. So, I gotta help the Cubone out.
Gotta help him out.
We're getting rid of this rock.
Okay. Go and roll me an athletics check.
Okay. Where did my sheet go?
Would you like to use strength?
Yeah.
Okay. Strength is appropriate.
We gotta do our best to get the 23. To make sure this Cubone can get away from these deadly Diglets.
So you're moving this rock. You're basically destroying it?
Just get it off of whatever of the remains that the Cubone's trying to get at.
Totally. Yeah. Yeah, you walk up and shoulder check the rock again. Just pulverizing it as it blasts off. Hits this bit of cracked ground here. One moment. I need to get an asset. It is this asset. All right.
Oh.
You can't see it yet, but you will. Oh, you will. It's not hard to know what the asset is.
Oh no!
It's not that big. There you go.
There it is, a hole.
Need to destroy these cracks. There we go. All right. There's a hole in there. You hear the rocks fall for a second, and then they seem to hit something almost immediately, and you just hear distant echoing. This rock right here is gone. Rad.
All right. Yeah. I turn to the Cubone and say, "We gotta get out of here, little buddy."
But it looks up from its incessant crying to see the remains. And looks over at you. It looks over at the remains. And starts crying again.
Well, hopefully, I have started a potential friendship.
It's possible. All right.
Cubone feels like the perfect Pokemon for you. I hope you get this. Been a lot of cute Pokemon this time.
Not dragon type.
Oh, fair.
Unless it is type shifted.
Unless I type shift it, which I might. I don't know.
Do you have Dragon Ace?
I do. I don't have type sync yet, but
Okay. So that's probably you have you moved, right? And then you main
yeah,
action.
That's all of my
All right.
stuff.
This Diglett moves forward and engages with its ancient foe. Emerges. No longer burrowed in the ground. And it's going to be a magnitude from it.
Oh no.
You are not in range. But the Psyduck sure is. Yeah, we'll say it's this one. Okay, it's a 9. Does hit.
What type is magnitude?
Oh, very ground.
Okay.
It's an earthquake, but
Oh,
highly
yeah.
variable.
Fair.
D6. Magnitude of 4. Not great.
No.
So that changes the base damage value. Where's the base damage value?
Oh, let's look it.
Is it?
Magnitude.
Is it? I'm just gonna say it's +5.
Let's
I'm just
see.
gonna say it's +5.
So it's 5 plus X, where X is the value of the D6.
Yeah.
So that should be damage base 9. Which, let me
Okay.
see if I can find that. Plus
So,
stab.
Yeah. So this is going to be 26 damage from the magnitude.
So I take the 26, I subtract my
Put
defense.
it
and
put it
damage
into your
calculator?
damage calculator. It's so much simpler.
Right, but does that account for defense?
It does. Yeah. The damage calculator does everything for you. It's great.
22, you said?
25 should be.
Okay,
There you go.
and it is physical, I assume.
Let's see.
Yes,
So,
physical.
A damage base of 9 is
And it
2d10
is,
plus 10.
It's just ground, right? So it's resisted because I'm water.
I don't think water resists.
I don't think it
ground.
does.
It's
Oh, is it,
protected,
just
if I
one way?
remember correctly. Yeah, it doesn't resist ground.
Okay.
It's super effective against it.
Alright.
How's the side
Ground
egg
is
looking?
Perfect. Oh, I see. Yeah. Not great.
How great is great?
15.
15 remaining? Okay.
Yeah.
And then this is also cracked. Alright, that's it for that Diglett. Ember?
All right, so here's what I'm gonna be using. I'm gonna be using.
Hold on, Ample. Where's Ample?
Yeah, he should be down. He had a 15, but that was
Oh,
his
okay.
first round in initiative, right? So now he's back down to a 5.
Understood, got it, thank you.
So I'm gonna be using quick switch on my turn to as a free action return by spending 1 AP.
Yep.
I'm going to return the oh wait, why won't it let me? Huh. I don't know how I actually edit the AP value because it's like locked in as a calculated value. That's weird. But anyways, so I'm gonna be spending a maybe no, that doesn't work either. Spending a quick switch or an AP to use quick switch, and I'm gonna swap out Nidoran
Okay.
for Stinger.
Sure.
I'm going to throw out Stinger directly in flight. Oh, that is still a Weedle. That's hilarious.
Stinger, what have you become?
That's really funny.
For now, we're running low on time. We'll headcanon this as a Beedrill. We'll fix it later. Beedrill comes out. Very violent, buzzing sound fills the air. All right. What's it gonna
He's
do?
flying in the air behind the Diglett.
Yep.
It has a whatchamacallit? It has a initiative of 27 because it's 17 plus 10. So it is going to attack with a fury attack. And I am not certain how this works with the like 5 chances thing, but I'm
So,
just
are
gonna
you doing
roll
anything
it
else on
and-
your turn before you resolve the Beedrill's turn?
No, because I'm gonna be using my main action potentially to command
Second.
whatchamacallit?
Got it. All right.
Ample.
Okay, here you go.
What are you using?
I'm using Stinger's whatchamacallit? Stinger's gonna use Fury Attack.
Okay. Fury attack.
Hopefully.
Deploy.
So I'm not certain how to roll. Do I just roll it 5 times or what?
So there's the.
There's a
So
little-
if you go to the move in the sheet.
Yeah, there's a
there
tick
should
box.
be a little thing with a.
Yeah.
Yeah, there should be a little thing with a red line through it. Click
Yeah.
that until you see a 5.
I do. I did. Yeah.
Okay, you do.
So I-
think
So now-
this
now
is
just roll damage.
All of them then.
Okay,
this,
cool.
This attack counts for all of them. I'm not certain on that.
Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know.
I'll look into this.
Yep.
so we can
Because I
figure
just did roll AC as usual. So
Yeah, roll damage for that, and we'll see what happens.
that's 1d6 plus 3. I don't know if that like repeats
Plus,
itself or
plus,
if I-
plus 15 in the formula, which I'm assuming is base damage. I don't know. I don't know if that's working. Go ahead and just roll 5 attacks and 5 instances of damage, I suppose.
Okay.
That's really odd.
Another 7.
Yep. Damage.
Okay. 11.
Okay.
This seems like
Did you roll up front
Too
to see how many attacks you got from Fury Attack?
or
do you
I just
roll?
rolled 1 each time. So I don't know how it works.
Does it,
frankly. I was
okay.
kind of hoping that setting it to 5 would do that for me.
We need to
But
figure
I was
this
just
out.
repeating
Right.
the
Does
accuracy roll
does
each
does the
time.
move Fury Attack have a dice that you roll to determine how many attacks you roll? You might need to look at the flavor on that.
It says okay, so it's here. I will just post this in chat.
Okay.
I think there's
Um,
universal rules for multiple or attacks that hit multiple times, but I'm looking for that right now.
So I'm posting this in general. This is the description for Fury Attack.
Yep.
Maybe I just need to look up 5 strike.
Fury Strike.
And
Melee,
see
1
if
target,
I
5
can-
strike. If it says 5 strike, I'm assuming that means it always just attacks 5 times.
Let me
I
see if
mean,
it-
this is a
whenever a move
this
with
is a
5 strike
Beedrill.
is used, Roll
Beedrill
1d8. Okay.
Beedrill is supposed to be spooky at this stage of the game, so I'm not opposed to the Beedrill just doing
So it has
a merciless amount of damage here.
okay. So it says roll a d8. So
Oh, it does. Okay.
yeah, I found it. So 5 strike has specific traits that accompany it. And let me just post this in the chat so we can all read it, and I don't have to keep swapping back and forth between screens as well.
Okay.
So I'm gonna post this in chat. Cool. So I just need to look up this trait. Roll a d8. On a result of 1, the attack hits 1 time. On a result of 2 or 3, the attack hits 2 times. On a result of 4, 5, or 6, the attack hits 3 times. Okay. So it's gonna hit 3 times.
So you get 3 attacks. Cool. So we'll just go and count the first 3. So you already rolled damage on the first one, right?
Multiply the move's damage base by the number of times hit. That becomes its new damage base.
So you don't apply.
So
attack
damage-
multiple
Okay.
times.
So
okay.
damage
You don't roll
base
damage 3 times.
2,
You roll one. You
right,
roll damage
times-
1 time. Gotcha. Okay. So roll.
So
go and roll
it
damage
becomes a
once
damage base
with the 3
6.
times.
Is that what I'm understanding here?
Is what's the normal damage base that it says?
It's damage base 2 or 1d6
Okay, it should be
plus
6
3.
then.
Okay.
Okay, so then is damage base 6 a specific set of dice plus modifiers that I roll?
Yes.
Okay, got it. Interesting.
I think it's 2d6 plus something.
Huh.
Let me check if I can find that. There's a chart that has
Yeah.
all of the damage bases.
It
For now, what
should-
you can do is you can just adjust
Yeah.
the.
It should handle
the
it for
damage
you.
basis.
Now that we know what that multiplier means, it should just roll it for you if you have input it correctly.
So leftmost number. So if I just do damage base 6. No.
Okay. We'll assume this happens. and lets you
Is it
calculate that.
2d6 plus 8? Is that what it's coming up with for you, Jeremiah?
That sounds right.
That's if I put 6 as the rightmost number, that is what it's.
I'm gonna say
what it's
probably
doing.
Yeah,
between
2d6 plus 8.
the bee drill and the ample. I think this Diglett is done with.
Okay, that's fine.
And we'll just expedite it, and we'll learn these rules later.
All right, sounds good.
Cool. Yeah, and so this Diglett faints. And you guys successfully end the encounter.
Thought there
as-
was one left.
Yeah, there's one fighting side up.
Oh, it's fine. You got it. These guys are very weak compared to you guys. We'll just end it there, and you'll have scarier threats next time. I don't want to start the next session in the middle of a combat encounter. So
Fair.
Fair. I'm gonna go ahead and use a potion on Psyduck.
okay. All right. Yep. So encounter over. We'll go ahead and move to some filler music and we'll end it there, you guys. Timer went off about 10 minutes ago, so thanks all for playing. We are going to give out some XP right now because you finished an encounter. And then there'll be a lot more later on. This is just encounter XP. So I hope you guys have been keeping track of all the Pokemon that have been participating here, because you get to give a level to one of them.
Sick.
And that's Pokemon that have participated specifically in this encounter.
Sounds good.
Even if they didn't do much. You know, the Sentret, it kind of curled up into a ball and tried not to die. But hey, it got some combat experience.
Do XP levels reset to 0 when they level up?
Yes.
Yep.
Ah,
Oh wait. When I evolve a Pokemon, I completely get to redo the allocated stats, right?
I think if the base relations would change, yeah.
Oh my word. So you don't have to min-max for the future. You can just dump everything into like attack in your later on special attacker because
Yep.
because you're just going to reallocate.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
When do you get to reallocate?
When they evolve.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I read that rule. That's awesome.
Because I did that with the Beedrill, and I'm just now putting together
Yeah.
that means ample. I don't have to dump. I mean, I still have to follow base relations, so special attack has to be up there. But that
Yeah.
means I could put more into attack than I realized because I'm not having to like save like the special attacks so that for the next evolutions, like I can just dump into physical attack while he's this physical attacker, rather than trying to also invest in special without. Investing just for the
Diglets.
purposes of base relations. Fascinating. Okay.
Okay.
any
we wanna
character
put-
XP or anything?
No trainer XP, just a bit of Pokemon XP for this session. I'll put that in the rewards as well, so we'll remember. Oh, by the way, I totally forgot to tell the recording what date it is. It is 10/24/2024. I'll end the recording in just a second so that I can jump to the end if I need to hear the date. Shouldn't be an issue. I put it in the description every time, but just in case I need to reference it and something happens to the description. Okay, ending the recording. Thanks for playing, guys.
Goodbye.
Yay.